being looked down on. So
yeah. And as far as the path to spirituality and the history, how does your character feel about that sort of change that's about to happen? Like
lost,
like
still lost.
to shed your humanity, to abandon it, to completely, be overtaken by the monster side of vampire
Like all that
culture.
stuff that we did in the Patreons
Yeah.
side of it. Okay, so that was a really interesting experience, and if you're not on Patreon, you should be, because it was really helpful for me as a player as well to realize, like, hey, why does anyone want to stay a vampire if they have the choice? Like, what would not make us want to go back to our old lives?
Yeah.
Getting a glimpse of what my life could have been versus what my life is now was just such a mind fuck that, like, I'm ready to go full steam ahead with the Sabbat at this point. I'm ready to totally embrace who I am as a character.
Cool. Same question to you, Dick. Now that you are officially in the Sabbat and your memories are kind of flooding back in, and your whole life you feel like is coming back. What is Deck's outlook now?
He's probably gonna have some people to kill.
Okay.
In the Camarilla, because
Yeah,
well,
that looks can be deceiving though. Just let you know, like, Camarilla aside, right? You still don't know who or what you are completely, and so how are you identifying yourself as the individual known as Deck?
at the moment, nothing much has changed, but I'm pretty sure over the course of time, the more information that he starts receiving about it, whether it's like a memory or just something he stumbles upon, it possibly his old personality might be coming back.
Okay. And is that something that you look forward to, or is it something that the audience is going to expect? Is it going to be like a 180, or is it kind of like we already see the preview and it's going to just get more dickish as it comes along?
It might get a little more dickish.
More deckish, if you will.
Deckish. And then Cooper, Evan, same question for you.
Because my character appreciates.
Oh, go ahead. Sorry.
My character really appreciates not being considered like subhuman anymore.
Mm-hmm.
Essentially,
in Lust's eyes, you're still subhuman.
Yeah, he doesn't appreciate that. But he likes that the Sabbat emphasizes personal freedom, but thinks that the way the Sabbat goes about certain things is not conducive to building like long-term power structures.
Mm-hmm.
The way I think about it is just because of my character's thinking very much along the lines of someone who'd be in the Camarilla about how to build influence and like maintain it. But it's not that he's not loyal to the Sabbat, but it's the way he plans on helping the Sabbat is very much along the lines that like more traditionally Camarilla agents would go about building their influence.
Well, I mean, that's kind of like why the Lasombra formed the Camarilla in the first place with the help of Samis, because the Samis is probably, like, I would say, the Wrath side of things, like personal freedom, embracing the inhumane side of your existence, whereas the Lasombra has always been like, well, we didn't want to share power with the Ventrue, so let's start our own gig. But in their own way, they have usurped power from the Camarilla by exploring avenues where the Camarilla wouldn't want to dwell in. So, like in the Renaissance, the Age of Enlightenment spiked, but the Lasombra still chose to stick with the church, and that paid off for them in the long run. Whereas the Ventrue was just trying to, usurp power from kings and serfs and czars and stuff like that. So, that's kind of, you're the unconventional Lasombra, but in the terms of Lasombra, you're being very Lasombra. Because, like you said, you crafted out a domain which nobody would want. Nobody wants Oildale. Oildale is like drug-ridden, crime-ridden. It is a very, there's nothing to profit off it in the beginning, but maybe you see something that nobody else sees. So, So Valen doesn't have to worry about feeding. I always like doing this. Deck, how are you gonna feed? Because you have
Can
no.
I heal my egg? Like, how much downtime are we talking here?
Oh, we have you got like 3 days. And then-
Okay, so
and then-
I'm almost good to go.
yeah. So,
1, 2, 3. Okay,
Yeah.
I'm still a little hurt, but good.
Yeah. So
Same.
Well, so how long has it been since the last game?
3 days.
It's been like, oh, it's 3 days.
Yeah, 3 days.
Okay.
This is a
Okay.
very.
So
It's like a week by week sort of
I
thing.
kind of started to familiarize myself with the Echo device. So, hey Alexa,
Yes. All right. Hi.
order me a pizza.
Which spot? And then it lists off 3 different spots.
There's like the crappy dominoes, like
Yeah,
literally in our domain.
Yeah,
right?
it's a little like there's a crappy Domino's that's like literally
Yeah.
across
the Dominoes.
the Domino's. Okay.
Yeah.
And
Whatever the cheapest is.
Okay.
So I'm sure somebody upstairs will flip the bill for me.
okay.
But I need the delivery guy.
So you grab the delivery dude. Okay, give me. Are you okay? How are you going? Okay.
Don't you dare murder him in the Haven.
Oh, he won't die.
So how are you? Okay. Are you gonna answer the front door? Are you gonna wait like a gargoyle and swoop down and pick him up? Like what is the tack here?
It's the second choice in your
Okay.
in your selection there.
So give
yeah,
me-
he's getting swooped up.
So give me a Dex Athletics.
Okay. Let's see.
Thank you for killing him before he delivers the pizza.
He's not gonna die. He's just gonna get dropped off right in front of his car again.
Okay.
You said Dex Athletics, right?
Dex Athletics.
Okay. Where's that? Ew. Where is it at? Oh, there it is. Oh, difficulties.
Difficulty 6s.
Oh shit! I
Okay, you botched. All right.
Woo!
Our first botch of the session. Okay, this is what happens, Derek. You know, it like that Dark Knight music plays. Da 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 da. Bum 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 bum. Your wings span out. You jump, and then, much like Robert Downey Jr., you don't go full retard, and you just dive. But it's only a 2-story building, and so you just dive face first in front of this thing. So now, I want you can pull this off, Derek. I want you to give me a manipulation subterfuge to see if you were literally a statue that just almost fell on this guy. If you could play possum.
Difficulties because I don't have subterfuge.
Well, it's difficult. It'd be difficulty 7s.
God, what's your manipulation?
Wow.
It's not bad.
This is gonna be fun.
Yeah, this is gonna fail. But... Yeah, there's 1. Hey,
All right, so you managed to play possum as the guy looks up and he's like, "What the fuck?" And he's holding the pizza, and immediately like 3 girls come out and they're like, "Oh my god, are you okay?" He's like, "Oh dude, your statue almost killed me," and like you're just standing there like,
I'll stay face planted in the concrete.
Yeah.
Thanks. Just leave me with my dignity.
just leave, and all the girls like apologize and they don't remember anything about ordering a pizza, and it's like
Are me or Laura there? Or Valen?
Valen will be there, but
Okay.
this is just, you don't get any blood. Basically, that's what happens. You get no blood. So whatever blood you have, that's how much blood you have. All right. Now then, let's go to the adult in the room. Cooper.
I spent 0 blood last session.
Okay.
I have full blood.
No
Actually,
full
no,
blood.
I've been feeding. I mean, I've been healing Ag.
You've
So
been-
that's using a full blood.
Well, this is also over the course of 3 days.
Yeah, that's a good point. I spend a blood a night. I mean, like, can I not just use Valen's herd? Doesn't she
No.
have like 15 people?
Yes, but I mean, they okay. You could pull it off, but it would. So vampires is territorial. Even
Yeah, but we share a territory. I own the territory her herd stays on.
okay. I mean, you gotta bring up with her, but yeah, if you want to.
I mean, and if she said,
Wait until.
I'll ask her when she gets on
Yeah.
really quick.
I mean, you guys could share. It's impossible for Deck to share the herd. It's
That
literally-
kind of
it's
makes more
because
sense.
he's a gargoyle and he's no stripper in their right mind is gonna want to go down there to get fed on by him.
Valen.
What about Tiffany? Is Tiffany there?
Yeah, Tiffany's there, but she won't get.
okay.
She's not gonna get fed on.
Oh.
Like,
Oh, he.
Valen, question. Can I use your herd that has like 15 people in it?
Of course.
okay,
Okay.
I have. It's your background, so you have to ask. It's literally like one of those system things where you literally have to ask.
I think that oh god, why do I always forget your character's name? David and I have kind of a mutual understanding of the use of the girls and the building
Okay.
as being kind of a two-way thing because he's
Yeah.
in charge of the building and I'm in charge of the girls, but like we both have to be able to tell the other one what to do from time to time. So he has full say of my horde. Deck does not because I don't trust him yet with people.
Yeah. I wouldn't either.
I mean,
You
I'm
are
sorry.
right not to trust me.
You are terrible with people.
I am.
Okay. So for the most
So I'll use
part-
that to get the, 18 blood I need to survive 3 nights and heal all my Ag.
Oh,
Oh, you're
that's-
eating my girls.
That's like eating. You can't. That's like because she
Well,
has.
I mean, there's 15 of them.
Okay.
I could just take 2 blood
okay.
from
Okay, so
those
she,
girls don't know we're vampires, though.
Okay, but no. Here's the thing. She just healed Ag, and you have to heal Ag, and so between both of you,
That's 36 blood.
that's 36
I
blood.
was with Wrath and with Greed though. I thought I was gonna hang out with them for a couple of days while I was healing and going through like my spiritual journey and stuff like that.
Okay, then yeah, then you're
Okay.
you're completely not even there. So all right.
Yeah.
So okay.
And I mean, people don't remember you feeding on them normally anyway, right? Because they go into the weird trance state.
Depends on how you feed on them. The kiss allows you to basically put them in a state of disbelief, but if you use shadow tentacle, you use dominate. So it's,
Yeah, I mean, I can just dominate them, and if they remember Forgetful Mind.
yeah, exactly. So for you,
Okay. Everybody's just feeling a little dizzy around the office.
yeah, they're
today.
just
That's
very, they're just very oh, I this feels like deja vu. I went in here already and. Oh, okay. Whatever. So we'll start with Valen. So Valen, you are hanging out with Greed and Wrath, and they're not at the Haven. They are at their Haven in Rio Bravo, which is a country club outside of the main city. They're actually hanging out at this. It's an abandoned waste treatment place. It's in a small town called Lamont. It's a very rural migrant town. A lot of Hispanics, almost like a little Mexico. The streets are, some streets are not even paved. They have dirt roads still. There's just one strip of a road that's kind of an alternative highway road that runs through it. So you see constant transporter trucks driving by, tractor trailers, people selling corn, and this is where Greed likes to hang out at, because this is where his familia is at.
Okay, well, if there's people selling corn on the side of the street by themselves, that's probably going to be where I gain my blood from.
Okay.
And I have no problem killing people and leaving
No,
them
no,
by
no.
their cards because
Please don't do that.
So no.
why? I have no humanity. I'm hungry.
Yeah. So
That's how low is your humanity now?
It's 4.
It's 4.
Okay.
Yeah,
She
it's pretty
diablerized
bad.
somebody, dude. So he's gonna take you somewhere where you don't have to kill anybody to feed. He takes you to this it's like a really nice building. It almost stands out. It's like a health clinic, and there's like a communal park right next to it, and then there's like a administrative building for the county that's right next to it. So it's like a little square that's like pretty modernized. And the park's closed, all the lights are turned off in the office, and he goes right to like this little tiny rec center, and then he has the keys and he opens up, and there's like a full-on Hispanic orgy going on. Like probably about, I don't know, like 16 people or 16 partners. And he has all these like incense going, and it's very, even for you, it's very potent. Like you can definitely smell like this is like a mixture of some hallucinogenic with some sort of passion fruit. It's just very.
I just look at Greed like, what the fuck, dude? Why do you always like just what the fuck?
Yeah, man, this is like what I talk about. This is the Wagga. This is life. This is what I'm trying to get people to let go of their bullshit and just like breathe in the life essence. And then
Yeah,
we
but your
take
life essence, do you mean fucking opium?
No, man, they just gotta let go. The Wagga and the Loas. This is the spirits, and I'm all about fertility. It prolong. The humans need to continue fucking, or we're fucked. Quite literally.
There is 1 million of us to 7 billion of them, as we've already discussed. I think we're fine, actually, if they don't continue on fucking for a little while. In fact, we might need them to slow down, maybe thin the herd a little bit.
I can't do that. The spirits want more. They want more believers. They want more attunement. They want more honor in them. So I got to get more believers in order to empower your shit too.
More believers in Cain. This is how we get believers in Cain.
No. We can't be dropping truth bombs on them. No, we gotta give them something that they want. Right? These people, all they do is they work day in, day out. They work in the fields, or they drive into town and they work on people's lawns, or they take care of their kids. They have no passion. They're dead. And all they have to do is they go to church every Sunday and they pray to a God that doesn't listen to them. When then here instead, they can have a fucking good time. They can build community. They know their neighbors. They love their neighbors. They protect their neighbors.
This is just as much bullshit as church.
No, it's not. Because
yes, it is. You're leading them into a place where they can see the difference between darkness and light, and then
he starts stripping down naked, and he goes over to like this little altar place, and he puts on
one conversation where you're not naked.
He puts on like this. He puts on like a ceremonial robe.
Oh my god!
Like Aztec, like it has like the Aztec rainbow colors, and it's like embedded with beads, and he has like a head of like the goat again.
I look at him and I say again, just as much bullshit as church.
See, you're not going to be able to. What I have to teach you, it's not. You can't have that mindset. You got to let it in. So strip down, find a partner, and just enjoy it.
Whatever. I thought I'd at least stop being able to get naked in the afterlife.
Do you want me to call Wrath?
I just keep getting naked and ignore him.
All right, so that's
and then I feed and heal.
Yeah, you feed and heal. And
the whole time I maintain that his orgy is not anything to do with our religion. It's complete bullshit and he's just a horny bastard.
He's not. He's actually chanting, and you see this cup in front of him as like they drag in a pretty gaucho looking guy. His chest, like he has no shirt on. He's shirtless. He's wearing pants, cowboy boots. He has a belt buckle.
Will do.
they put like a cowboy hat over his face, and he's like being dragged in, and he's like his mouth is tied, and they fucking sacrifice him. This
Less
is like
bullshit than church.
like straight up, Wrath starts praying, and like you see like these spirits emerge from the cup, and they start like attacking this poor gaucho looking dude, and he's like, it's like almost like aliens. They invade his body and they start eating him from the inside, and then they sprout out, and then you see the spirits kind of fly over and put like rain down this like blood pollen on everybody, and it just gets them way more fucked up, including you. Even you get fucked up because of this.
That's a good way to end
Yeah.
for my downtime.
Yeah. So, Deck, what have you been doing the past 3 days?
Face planting in concrete, apparently.
Well, that was just your feeding challenge.
Or
Have
did you
to-
just make it a hobby? Do you just do it the entire downtime? Just run up to the roof and jump off?
I've never been so damn humiliated.
It was probably the funniest thing ever.
Really hope Tiffany saw that shit.
Oh, I'm sure the cameras outside saw it.
Oh yeah, definitely you saw face planted dude. Like everybody just joke, like, or Tiffany just kind of laughs about it.
Oh, good. I'm glad she's getting used to him now.
She likes him because he's when the crazy Okie showed up, he fucking murdered the fuck out of them. So
Hope we
I
got
dealt with one of them. Thank you very much.
that's his like takeaway from it, like, or her takeaway from it. It's like, oh, I'm not dead. That's cool. I like not being dead.
The big ugly thing saved us.
The big ugly thing saved us.
Fuck, I don't even know what the hell I'm doing throughout those 3. You know what? No. I'm gonna be using that echo the whole time.
Okay.
1 fish, 2 fish, green fish, blue fish.
All right. So you're using the echo, and that like your nothing seems to be like jogging your memory, but then you have like you start reading, like, what are you reading? Are you reading anything specifically, or are you just kind of learning like alphabets and shit?
No, nothing basic like that. But more like what I may or may not have missed through the years that I have been from the 60s to now.
The commies lost, but they're
Yep.
kind of coming back. Trump's America.
Oh God, what was the Austin Powers thing? What they missed throughout from the 70s
Yeah.
or something like that? I forget what he says. It's like something in a flock of seagulls or some shit.
You missed the 80s. That's a really interesting period. Internet's huge. Internet's a huge thing.
I start looking people up.
Okay. So, you don't really have names of like, but you definitely, you find about your chapter. No, you don't find anything about Joy, but you do find about your chapter. And they're still alive. They're still kicking. They hang out,
Really?
yeah, they hang out in Ridgecrest. There's a bar outside of Ridgecrest that's called The Last Stand. And it's still there. And they still hold chapter meetings and everything.
Huh. I think I got a place to visit later.
Okay.
Because I mean that's just a side thing.
Okay.
But
you do find there is it's not that it's recent. It's not recent at all. It's an article from like 1998 about a Miss Moonshadow who.
Did you watch American Gods?
No, but that was just the name of the person that I had before, Moonshadow. I know her name is Joy Moonshadow.
Okay.
Or Shadow
Just
Moon.
wondering.
My bad.
Shadow,
Moon.
yeah.
My bad.
Shadow Moon is the name of the dude in the TV show. That's crazy.
Yeah, no, it's Shadow Moon. Joy Shadow Moon is her name. My bad. she is mentioned in a study about these like the combining herbal supplements to modern day pharmacies, like like during the late 90s, that whole herbal boom.
Yeah.
And so her like contribution to that is like what set off the whole pharmacy boom for herbal supplements. And they mention it, Miss Shadow Moon. But they don't list her. They don't give her like where she like her studies at. It's just kind of like an afterthought.
She doesn't have a Facebook.
She doesn't have a Facebook at all. But like as far like the only thing that you could pull up is that there was a consultant or a staff consultant for Cal State Bakersfield in the agriculture department. And a Joy Shadow Moon does get brought up. And she's technically still on retainer. Like the staff and the administration haven't let her go. They haven't like delisted her yet. And the website still looks like it's pretty maintained. I mean, it is a certified, state university, so they have to keep that maintained.
Got it.
But, a gargoyle hanging out at a university, probably not the best idea.
Maybe on the roof, but
Maybe on the roof. So now we move on to who I want to talk to, and that is D. Cooper. Cooper, you have been getting a string of phone calls to your office. And
About?
there is a noise complaint. There is, with all of the reports that are coming from, like they heard gunshots at the property you own, that whole strip of your domain.
Oh.
There are eyewitnesses saying that there was an assault that wasn't reported to the police. They don't like your buddies at the police station. They don't want to get involved, but somebody is pressuring them to kind of start patrolling that area, becoming more active. And it's kind of a stretch too, because normally sheriff handles Oildale, but because it's on North Chester that connects to the downtown area, they're going to send local PD into that area.
Can I get the name of who's pressuring them?
A detective, or it's not even a detective. It is a consultant by the name of Gideon.
Okay, let me write that down. You really do change the names of your NPCs sometimes. Let me guess, he's a Ventru.
Gideon Black, maybe? No, sorry.
This is a character that he's used in his other LARP. All right, so Gideon.
Yeah, it's a he's listed under the police report as he represents a coalition of like neighborhood watches that are funded by public
Gideon.
Public, what's it called? Like public investors, like
This is some like hardcore neighborhood watch.
Yeah, no, they get like funding from grants for active, putting more police out in the streets, creating like neighborhood walks where they get like sponsors like Budweiser to host these like sort of like neighborhood community building outlets. There's like a whole charity foundation set up that's called First Steps, which is they go around to the urban areas and they set up communal gardens. And so this is like pretty much like the research you've been doing on this First Steps and Gideon. And they're the ones starting to kind of make these complaints against you.
I want to look up pictures of Gideon. Could I find any online?
No. There's no
pictures of him anywhere on the internet.
So there is a picture of somebody. It's a daytime picture. He looks like a stooge, like middle-aged man with glasses, kind of balding. He appears at all these different events. But the level of his amount of he just doesn't seem intimidating.
Looks could be deceiving, but that's a problem.
Yeah.
We're gonna need to pay him a visit. Does he have like a website?
Yeah, he has like a whole website for
address?
he has a website for steps. They're in conjunction with Action and Faith, which is a nonprofit group that services throughout the Central Valley. They do
which is interesting though, because Action and Faith is the group that's advocating for investigating the murders that the prince doesn't want investigated.
Exactly.
That's interesting.
At the very so First Steps and Action and Faith are two organizations that are maybe conspiring against the Camarilla and also conspiring against the Sabbat now. So
so that means he's playing a third side. Okay.
Action and Faith, as in faith in the Lord, as in vampire fucking hunters. Awesome.
Okay. So maybe this is okay. I'm gonna learn everything I can about Gideon and his little group.
Okay. You get all the tangible
but I also
information.
have other things I need to do during the downtime.
Okay.
So just everything I can pull offline, and then I need to deal with the mind-controlled baker that I have with me.
Okay. He's do you take him back to his father, or?
I will take him back to his father and call Desiree and say, if you would like to see your brother, he's going to be at your dad's place at blah, blah, blah time.
Okay.
I don't know if she cares enough.
She kind of cares. She's like, blood is stronger than water. So she's a little bit like, oh God, what did Dion do to Dustin? And she's just as curious to know.
Okay. So I bring Dustin.
Okay.
Have him follow me. Tell him we're gonna meet your father and your sister.
All right. I mean, that's cool, I guess. You didn't kill me. You didn't sacrifice me to Cain. So.
And I could have. So remember that.
I know. I mean, I'm a good soldier. I mean, I know my place. I know my place quite a bit. I mean, I get a little hot-headed sometimes, but it's all in love. It's all love.
So are you ready to take your natural place back in the Sabbat?
Yeah. I mean, has anything changed? It looks like things have changed. I mean, you're not covered in shadow and shit.
I haven't learned how to use the shadows enough, and it makes it rather difficult to blend into polite society.
Well, that's what I learned right away from the Sabbat growing up, is that the Sabbat ain't polite.
Even if we aren't polite, though, sometimes you need to act like it in order to get what you want.
I guess. I mean, it's all a facade anyways.
Isn't everything a facade at some level?
No, I'm genuine. I just kick ass. That's what I do. But I back my brother's play. That's what I had to do.
And so now what are you going to do now that your brother's dead?
And now my brother's dead, I go back to the family, and then I back whoever is the family's... I back my family's play. I was always loyal... I wasn't not loyal to Sabbat. I was just loyal to my brother. Because the Sabbat were gone. What do you expect? You wanted me to stay out in the middle of Tav with my thumb up my ass?
I would believe that better if you didn't attack us the moment we told you we were Sabbat.
Well, there was something that I didn't mention.
What is it?
Well...
Does this have to do with Lucas?
No. It has to do with Davinia.
Where is she?
I don't know. I really don't know. That's you can go in my head. You can look inside. I don't know, but there was something wrong with her. There was something really wrong with her. And
I can see.
And
you saw what happened to Valen when she diablerized your brother. There's something off with her blood.
There's something wrong with her. She was hanging out with some guy named Cornelius. He didn't look right either. In fact, he was he was kind of like almost dead, like dead, like rotting flesh and shit.
So,
Or at least I could smell it. He just smelled awful. He didn't have mold or anything. He just smelled like rotting flesh, and I know rotten flesh. And
a
like,
vampire?
yeah. But like he was hanging out with this Cornelius, and they didn't care. They didn't care about the Sabbat. And she's Samis. They're like the founders of Sabbat. She was like, Dion wouldn't let me talk to her. Dion told me to go outside, cool my head off, and then he was the one that talked to her. And then he came out and he was embraced, and then he told me I had to go find my own freedom. And so we scouted around. We found a local anarch group. And, I told him what I needed to know. I gave him some information, told him how to find Sabbat, gave him just enough to where they see the signs, but I didn't give him everything. And then Lucas said I had like some spirit, some gumption, and so he embraced me. And so now, like, they didn't want us part of their gang. I guess they operated on like a whole nother level, they said, and we were just like a pity party. And so we just hanging out in Oildale, just building up our rank. And then we heard about this club that was opening up, and we didn't know about it. And so we just did what we do. We just go in and we bust it up. And then when you said you were Sabbat, I didn't know what to believe. I really didn't. I really do. I mean, I thought the Sabbat was gone.
They were, but now they're back.
No, I mean like dead gone. Like you had lost. Because that's what Divinia told me, or told Dion, is that the Sabbat had fallen, and that the Sabbat were just the false promises of Cain had passed, and there was nothing left of the Sabbat, and we were all just, running with our heads cut off, and we had to save ourselves.
Interesting.
Is that true?
No, she was lying to you. But either she believed it herself or she was lying for a reason, and both of those are interesting.
I'm not in a position to be talking like this, but the way you guys act, you don't act like Sabbat. The Sabbat I know.
I think when it comes to taking Bakersfield, I think the Sabbat needs a change in strategy. That's why they embraced me and Valen.
It's just Bakersfield. Like, what's so important about Bakersfield?
It's a staging ground for an attack on Los Angeles.
Oh, that's kind of smart. Oh, you don't want to fuck with LA though.
That's why we're creating a staging ground first.
Oh, I heard there's a lot of rowdy anarchs down there.
Well, that's not my job. My job is to secure Bakersfield, and it'll be others' jobs to secure Los Angeles.
Okay. So you take him over to Taft. Immediately Dion Sr. just falls to his knees, start crying. My boy! You brought my boy back! Oh my God! You're vamp! You got vamp! You got fingers! And like they talk and they reminisce a little bit. Like he's like, so am I head of the family now? And then Dion Sr. just slaps upside his head. He's like, no, I'm still the head of this family. Like, what happened to your brother? He's like, she had joined with Valen in the great beyond. His soul was consumed. And then he looks at you like he's about to be all teary-eyed. And he's like, woo! That's exciting! God damn! I love the Sabbat!
He's so redneck it hurts.
My
soul.
Control.
God damn, you ain't... You telling me that little pretty thing ain't my boy?
Yep.
That betrayer of the sect?
Yep.
He spits on the ground. Good riddance. I bet his blood and soul are put to good use anyway.
He is so faithful, though. I love him.
I do have some unfortunate news to tell you, though.
Oh, what's that?
The person that embraced Dion Jr., it was Davina. But it looks like her loyalty to the Sabbat is gone.
That actually kind of like knocks him over like a 2x4. He actually like kind of stumbles a little bit, like he's about to have a heart attack, and then Dez like runs over and like kind of sets him down on his like really really old recliner, and he's just like, I'm gonna need a moment.
Take all the time you need. But I thought you deserved to know.
I kind of expected him to slap the son's head and go, "What the fuck were you thinking?"
No, he's like completely just like numb.
I mean, the person that made him and made him loyal to the Sabbat is no longer loyal to the Sabbat.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
And so he's like, and then Dez is like, look, what do you want from me? Still, like, I've been playing dumb. I haven't found any news yet. I'm glad my brother's alive and kicking, I guess.
or at least kicking.
Yeah, he's kicking for the most part. But what do we do now?
I'm waiting on more assignments from the 7. So until then, just continue with your regular.
What are the 7?
I'm still not entirely sure. They're a pack created by the.
Look, sit down. Sit down, child.
Who's telling me that?
Dez telling you to sit down.
Excuse me?
Look, I know about the Sabbat more than you do. You're still a little wet behind the ear. I'm just being honest. I know all the
Fair
customs.
enough.
I know all the riete. I know the sermons. Hell, I even know all the history and lore of it. And you seem to be under the impression that you're just told to do something and that's it. Correct? That's
Well,
not
that's
how the Sabbat
basically-
is. You have a purpose now. You can do whatever you want. If you want to abandon this whole staging operation, that's fine. This doesn't sound like... I don't trust the 7. They seem like they have their own agenda, and they might just toss and burn this failed experiment if it doesn't go their way.
You're right. I'm not entirely sure how much they actually care about us.
Yeah. So, you know what? In all honesty, and this is honest to God, my heart of hearts. What if they want you 3 to find the original Sabbat, and once the original Sabbat is found, then they destroy you, and then everything comes back all normal peachy?
What would they gain by destroying us, though? We've been nothing but loyal.
Because I don't know, but that to me, Davina is special. She's like part of the inner Samis circle. Why would she abandon the Sabbat? Like, she has ties to the Carpathian, like, back east. I even heard she was a witch. So why would the Sabbat want you over her? I mean, look how my pappy's handling it. He knows it. Maybe Deck. Maybe he's useful. But Valen? I mean, she's kind of a hussy, and she doesn't have any sense in her.
Don't say that around her.
She kind of coils up because she's kind of overstepping her bound as a revenant, but...
I mean, I don't care that she actually said it. But I said just warning her to not say it around her.
Okay.
When you're right, you're right. I mean,
I'm just saying.
She's
that-
just mad because I stole her Versace.
Yeah, that's some pretty expensive shit. She's pretty... Like, I'm just thinking out loud here. And I've look, I play politics all the time, and this is just another forms of politics with powers in between.
We will need to be careful
Just saying.
navigating forward from here.
And you need to tell my brother the truth.
About what?
That the Sabbat is falling apart.
Well, then you need to enlighten me, because they haven't given me any indication of that.
Really? Shit.
I mean, I've gotten all my information from 7 vampires.
Okay. So she explains to you that she heard a rumor that the Camarilla moved into South America and they're creeping in through Central America, which is the stronghold of, Mexico City is the stronghold of the Sabbat. And Chicago, New York, Atlanta have all fallen.
For the Sabbat?
Yeah. Which are iconic Sabbat cities. Territories. New York was kind of an up. It was kind of there was supposedly a huge plan. And then she gives you a little bit more information too, because she's a Bradovich, she was talking to other known Revenant families. New York was supposed to be a battleground. Like something big was supposed to happen in New York, and it never happened. The Samis clan had this really crazy idea that they were going to do, and it never came to fruition in New York.
So the Sabbat has been losing territory.
They've been losing territory, and the kicker, and she doesn't really get it, but I guess she's like, whatever, is that the Code of Milan, the piece of paper that is the declaration of war against the Camarilla, has been destroyed. So that's she heard a rumor about that. That much like if our Declaration of Independence was destroyed, that's kind of the symbology of the Sabbat. Is that the original parchment of the Code of Milan has been destroyed. But it could all be false. Her only connections are with other Revenant families. Their Grimaldis, particular, they're a Remnant family that they have no ties to Samis. They're just like kind of all order and no play. They're kind of boring, but she likes boring. And she has like one friend that's a Xanatosa, who's like a crazy porn star living in Los Angeles.
I need different people to talk to because I can't bring any of this information to the 7 to get clarity.
I mean, I could invite Brucey. Brucey's like the socialite of Vampire Society.
Which side does he serve?
He serves the Samis side, but the Samis have him go everywhere. He shows up at. I heard he shows up at Anarch gatherings. I heard he showed up at a court once. Like he's pretty fucking crazy, but he's like an adrenaline junkie.
Do you think he'd be willing to talk to me?
I mean, if you want to summon him, I guess. I heard he's the pet of the Regent, though, so that could draw some eyes with the 7.
Yeah, that negates the possibility of a secret meeting.
I mean,
I need someone else to talk to.
I could pull some favors in.
See if you can do that. We need more information about how we're going to play things from here.
Good old Brucey.
Fucking hate Brucey.
And thank you, Desiree.
You're welcome. I do what I can. So you are getting things set up. All of you, this has been 3 days now. And we'll say the scene sets up at the club. Cooper, you're going there, finalizing paperwork. Valen, you're there. Pretty much the stage has been rebuilt at this point.
Oh, good.
And
I also need to ask Valen a question.
Okay.
What's
Yeah.
that?
And then Deck, you are just hanging out with
out front, still face down in the pavement.
no, you're hanging out.
We'll bring you in if I walk up and you're there just playing dead. I will find a way to move you inside and do my best not to laugh at you.
You're hanging out with Alexa. That's what you're hanging out with.
Yeah.
Well, Tiffany will keep him company sometimes, I'm sure.
Tiffany, yeah, she will. She's not she's not that worried about him anymore. Actually, she asks you a lot of questions.
Like,
I mean, can you feel this? And she touches you.
yes.
Okay, and she's like, do you drink blood?
Yes.
Okay. Like, are your fangs, like, huge or, like, you're a huge guy, but, okay, so you have normal looking fangs. Is your tongue made out of stone? It's not made out of stone.
No.
Are your eyes made out of stone? Nope, they're not. She's just, like...
Like a 5-year-old?
Yeah, she's just like a 5... what's up with the vest?
Look.
No. She gives you like it's a pen. She gives you a pen, and it's a pizza and crossbone pen. It's a pizza slice with cross on it.
Does she have a crush on Deck?
What? What does this mean?
Oh, it's what guys wear. That there's like people. I thought you'd be into like pin collecting.
I said it next to Alexa.
Okay. No. She grabs it and she puts it on you. It's not that she likes Deck. She's treating Deck like a Furby or a troll. Like she wants to play dress up with it.
Until somebody comes in and that Furby fucking murders something.
Yeah. So
I remain bemused at that entire situation anytime I see the two of them interacting together. And I always make sure that I find a way to be out of Tiffany's view and smiling at Deck like...
I mean, it's like the quintessential not be seen power.
Yeah.
I do have a question to ask Valen really quick.
Okay, go ahead.
David.
So we still have 3 gang members tied up somewhere, unless you did something with them in your downtime session.
Oh, they're probably dead.
Nope, they're still being tied up.
3 days with no water?
No, they got
And-
they got
Okay.
water, but that's it. Like they got a bucket and they got water.
So the question I have is, do you want to do anything with them? Turn them into security? Anything like that?
I mean, Dustin's there. Dustin's like, if you want,
Dustin, do you want to be head of security?
if that's what you want me to do.
I look at you, David. We do
Would you-
need security for the club.
And we need someone who could be more public than Deck.
Yes. Did you see the video clip of him? Is Deck anywhere near us?
He's downstairs.
Okay.
I hear that.
Shut up. You go watch this. It's great. You ordered pizza.
Is it a video of himself?
Yeah. Oh no, it's like on loop in the security room. It's like a little closet with like 3 cameras. It's literally like this. They even posted like they didn't post on Instagram, but they post it like as like a haha. The pizza boy almost died, and they posted it on like social media. But it's obviously Deck almost falling on the pizza guy.
The vampires that actually do watch that video know exactly what the fuck just happened.
Yeah.
This makes up for when I hit myself in the face with my own tongue, at least. I think it would be good to have security. We should probably give them food, though.
We should also probably do something about all the Nazi-related tattoos.
Well,
I'm assuming we want to run some sort of diverse, accepting establishment.
What you want me to? What they're patriots.
Oh my god!
Being a Nazi is not being a patriot, honey.
Hey, you better recognize.
Okay, stop.
We're
Stop
living.
talking.
in-
Stop talking. I use the dominate.
Yeah, he's like he shuts up.
Are they already ghouls to you?
No,
Oh, to
they
him.
were ghouls to Dion.
You're
What
gonna
happens
duel them,
now
aren't
if they
you?
have blood? Do they also just die?
No, they just
Are they free?
all their blood bonds are broken. But they still
Oh,
have
so-
they have the blood inside them still, but their blood bond is broken.
So does that cause an issue if they then consume more blood?
If they need blood in order to re-up their powers, so yeah, whoever blood bonds them, they become bonded to that person.
Okay. Dustin, can you go to the lobby for a second, or like a different room?
Okay, he walks away.
Listen.
Why don't you just eat him? He's so annoying.
Well, I don't get anything from eating him, and also he's literally a slave, so he's pretty useful right now.
Okay.
Nazis
are the bad guys, I say. I'm rolling my eyes dramatically.
I would agree. I've watched enough World War II movies. Anyway, I still think he could be useful, though. And his men could be useful, but I don't know if I can trust him to be the one who ghouls them. So the question is, would you rather be you or Deck that turns them into ghouls?
Probably Deck. I have my hands full enough with the ladies as it is. I don't think I could handle being in charge of security. Besides, that seems like something he would be really good at. Scaring people, bruising people, generally intimidating people.
That's a good idea.
Yeah.
Good point. All right, so we'll turn them into ghouls. Do you want me to let Dustin head your security? We do need someone to run that.
I would prefer, again, to only manage the lady part of it. That is really all the experience I have. When it comes to security, we usually just shot people, so I don't think
that's what they're
going
going
to go over
I'm
well.
assuming.
I don't think we can go around shooting everybody that causes a
point.
problem. I mean, we've been pretty lucky the police haven't come by at all.
Guys.
Oh, that could be an issue.
Guys.
What?
We have somebody at the front. He wants to talk to somebody.
Can I look at the security camera really quick? Who's there?
Since, yeah, we're in the security camera room.
Does that look familiar to us at all?
Yeah, I was gonna say, is this a Breaking Bad character? Does he look like?
It's like, oh my god, that's Walter White. Brian
I
Cranston.
fucking love that show. No, okay. I see the old guy. There's only one of them.
But like, do we know why this is important to Deck, or does only Deck know that?
Only Deck knows it. He's the only one that's been seeing it.
Okay. Yeah.
Would I know that's the sheriff though?
No, you wouldn't.
Or a sheriff?
Nope.
Okay.
Oh, so he's not. Oh, never mind. I was dumb.
Yeah.
I was thinking County Sheriff.
I know nothing, and I just see an old man with a wrinkly face and glasses. I'm like,
Is
okay.
he showing like a badge, or just like standing there?
He's just standing there.
All right.
Tucked in shirt, very Walter White outfit.
I mean, we're not open yet, right? Or
No,
are we?
we're not even close to open, so I'm just gonna go see if it's a beggar or something. Do you want to come with me?
This seems off, though.
Do you think he's trying to kill us? Why don't we get Deck to come upstairs for a second?
Yeah. Get Deck to come up.
I get up and just.
She's like,
walk.
"What happened to all your hair?"
Oh, mine is. Oh, yeah, I'm like a different color. That's right.
No.
Right,
the
right,
girl,
right.
Tiffany is asking him all the questions still. What happened to all your hair?
And
Tiffany,
then the knock happens.
Tiffany.
Yeah.
Tiffany. I need you to just go away for a little while. Go hide in the back room, just in case.
Oh, okay. She goes in the back.
Deck, can you come take a look at some camera footage for us really quick?
Yeah.
You're an asshole.
Bom, wow, 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 da 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 da.
Do you know this guy?
Oh,
The Kill Bill song.
Would we see him
I
like
bolted
lock
the
up his
front
face?
door and smash it down.
So
Wait, what are you doing?
yeah, Deck just,
No.
so
Nope,
Deck
short
just,
fuse. I got fucking short fuse. I'm fucking going ballistic.
Oh,
make a frenzy
aw.
check, Derek.
Yes, sir.
I just kind of look at David like.
Well, are you frenzying in front of us? Because then I'm just gonna dominate.
Well, we're gonna find out if I actually do frenzy, because if I do frenzy, that means I just go ape shit and out of control. But short fuse, I'm still in control.
You're
I'm
plus
just
two-
doing.
You're
I'm
plus
just
two to all
doing
your
what I'm doing.
difficulties for short
Huh?
fuse. You're plus $2 all your difficulties.
Oh yeah. Okay.
It's
So
difficulty 8s.
self control.
Yep, self control.
Got it.
I'm so
Should
lost
I-
right now.
I'll blow willpower on this because I still want to kind of be in control. Right. You said difficulties 8. Okay.
Time to obfuscate. I'm glad I told Tiffany to go to the back room now.
Watch. Well, I got the 1.
You got
so
the
I,
1. So you
so
fail.
I failed. I
So
failed.
you immediately not fear frenzy, but I call. No answer. Did you leave in your car? Hold on, guys.
I don't even know what kind of frenzy would be called. Just frenzy. That's it.
Just you're in frenzy. You're in full frenzy.
Okay. Yeah.
As he's
bolting to
breaking
front door.
down the door, can I Cloak of Shadows just as a note?
Well,
Just-
you cloak of shadows, or you have unseen presence, so you have 2. So you just go
Okay.
like,
Oh yeah, that's right.
because nobody's paying attention to you. Well, what does
Yeah.
Cooper do?
Do I see him frenzy?
Yeah, he's full on like.
I'm just dominate. Stop.
Okay, initiative.
All right.
What's happening? Why are you breaking down my door? Stop breaking shit.
Never.
I mean, it should be easy for me to dominate you, right? Don't you have the flaw? That, like,
Yes, but it's hard to get eye contact for somebody in frenzy,
it does. It only adds to the difficulty,
especially when their attention is turned somewhere else.
It's
Oh,
just-
also,
it's-
wait, Derek, what's your generation?
11th.
Okay, good. Then I can dominate you.
But like I
That
said,
one's
it's
awkward.
Okay,
You have,
so go
like-
10.
you have like, well, I'll just let the ST deal with that.
Okay, I have it. Don't worry.
Wow.
That's why I planned for this contingency. Evan goes on 11.
Plus, it's Dex Perception, right? Or sorry, Dex Wits.
Yeah, Dex
Next
wits.
wits.
14.
All right. Wyatt will go on. Let's see what he goes on.
I mean, I'm assuming this person's some sort of supernatural thing now because that rage seems very odd for like a random human.
Well, that deck is usually pretty well composed. He's usually the yes.
Actually,
no, I'm
actually,
dead. Bah,
actually,
bah, bah.
lately, Deck is becoming a little bit more angry and unhinged. That's what you're starting to notice. Like his mannerisms, his overall attitude at the club. He's very like. Before he was like kind of hunched over and like almost had like a knuckle drag about him, but now he's like standing tall. He's wearing the motorcycle vest. You know, he definitely has that sort of still like somber mind to him. But there's
Are there any patches on that vest at all?
no. But you
Okay.
definitely see there's like wrath and anger behind his eyes now. Before they were just like docile and like dead. Now you just kind of constantly see him. He's like seeing with his third eye constantly.
Can gargoyles do steroids? Like, what is your deal?
I mean, they could just.
I mean,
become
if I-
angry and
I mean,
jaded
if you-
like everyone else.
You can find a mortal that's drugged up with it. I mean, probably.
Oh, yeah, I wonder. Okay, that's into a whole nother science for vampires some other day. Let's just do combat.
Do I need to roll again?
No, well, what's the highest between your dex wits?
3.
Okay.
He's
he
gonna
has-
go first.
He has a 4 in wits. Okay, so Deck, your go.
Bolting for the front door.
Okay, you bust through the front door, and he's like standing outside, and you see him, and he's staring at you, and that's it.
Yeah, I think he's getting swung at.
Okay. Well, that will be your next turn because you ran from literally.
Actually, could I take? Is it possible to? This is his first turn of frenzy. Can I roll willpower to try and get out of
Yes, you can.
it? Okay.
You roll self control again, not willpower.
Oh, it's self control.
It's
Okay.
always self control.
So roll 3, 2. Difficulty 8
Yep.
still. Wow.
Yep. It's because you have the flaw short fuse. Stop breaking shit. Okay, you botched. So
This is gonna be my night.
there's no you can't be broken out. You're in full frenzy. And
Yeah, then he's getting decked.
okay, so he's getting decked. So that would be Black's turn. Black says stop.
Wait, he's dominating deck?
Yep.
Okay.
Because
I was pretty sure he was a vampire. Honestly, if I had to take a guess, he's probably Tremere.
8. What is your current willpower, Derek?
4.
Okay.
Don't you also have that flaw?
Oh,
that
I'm also
makes it easier?
minus 2 willpower against mental effects.
Oh, so then your difficulties are 2s. So
Yep.
So you stop. Basically, I got 1, 2, 3,
Yeah, that's a lot of
4, 5,
successes.
6. 6 successes. He says, stop.
I freeze.
And you are clearly like, Cooper, you're still in the security room. Deck, even though he has no celerity, he used his wingspan and his flight indoors to get up to, like, out from the basement up to here that quickly.
I'm trying to follow my way out, but I was doing
Yeah.
so.
So what do you do?
Unseen presence. Who?
I'll just run after him, I guess.
Okay, you run after him.
Try to get
Deck,
to the front.
Deck is like, like, just,
Like, it's kind of obviously dominated,
yeah,
right?
obviously dominated.
Can I help you?
Takes off his glasses, starts rubbing it. Wow. You're surely a sight for sore eyes. Huh. Oh. He kind of walks around Deck to you. And he's like,
Oh, I'm keeping my eyes on him the whole time.
It actually might be an advantage for him, eye contact.
Well, he stopped, and
if
I got-
his back is to me.
Yeah, but you had 6 successes, so you're pretty much
yeah.
you're just there. So welcome.
If we're talking, are we out of combat?
Yeah, you're out of
Jameson?
combat. He just stops him. He's
Okay.
like,
I'm going to appear beside David then and say, "Come inside."
sure. That sounds lovely.
Can I get a name? I'm sorry, who are you?
You don't get that privilege yet.
Okay, so I definitely want to try and do something really stupid here. Can I attempt to entrance him?
Sure.
Okay.
This is gonna be fun.
It sure is.
Okay.
Alan is smart. Appearance plus.
Can you entrance people of a higher gin?
Oh yes.
Yes.
You totally can. You could
The
totally.
the gen check only applies to dominate.
Yep. You could
Empathy.
totally.
It's not even a check, you just can't do it anymore.
And I'm gonna spend a willpower point.
Oh,
because
yeah.
Deck's freaking out.
All,
And
time.
I am.
I hope you get 20 successes on this.
Okay. I got 2. 3 with the willpower.
Okay. So, immediately you feel you're like, "Hi, big boy." By the way, Laura, you have -2 difficulties to all presence checks cuz you have enchanting voice and you haven't been implementing your merits.
No, I was thought that was under DM's discretion.
No,
so the coldly logical, I'm harmless and enchanting. So
So enchanting voice helps with presence. So you're -2 to all your difficulties using it.
oh, I didn't know that at all.
Yeah.
Thank you for telling me that.
So-
So that would have been more successes then, because it would have brought my difficulties down to 6
4.
or 4. Yeah, so only 1, 2, 3, 4. 4 successes then.
Okay. So
5 willpower.
You're 5. So you're like, "Hey, how you doing?" And then all of a sudden, you are in love with him.
Oh shit.
You're like, your whole world had basically the 5 successes that you did bounce back and reflect onto you to him. So now you're entranced to him for a year.
Fuck. I think he's great.
What?
And then he snaps his fingers and whistles you over.
I'd go stand next to him. I mean, he's amazing.
Yeah. And puts his like, he holds his hand out like,
I take it like a princess.
Yeah.
Like, just absolutely like, hi.
and walks inside.
And I just the whole way, just like, as we're walking, looking up at him. Like,
he's like, wait.
I wait immediately where I am. Don't move.
Looks at you. Dear, could you stare at him for a second?
Absolutely.
What, me? Or
Yeah, stare
Derek?
at Cooper.
I stare at
I'm
you.
not making eye contact with her.
You turn your head and
It's presence.
it's presence. Can you eyes of the serpent him, my dear?
Of course.
All right.
David.
Should we roll initiative? Because I'm going to try to dominate her.
Yep. Roll initiative. Oh wait, no. Yeah. That's what he wants to do that.
Okay.
He's about to do something else.
Under 10 plus 6. I hope you beat me. Okay, good.
Okay. So 13, 10. I don't have to change yours. You can't roll for anything, deck. Wait, 10. And then Wyatt goes on a...
David, don't resist.
What's Valen's stamina?
Really low.
He goes on a 15.
Stamina is 2.
Okay.
Knock me out. Do whatever you got to do. I forgive you. Like, please,
So Black goes first.
I don't want to be somebody's bitch for a year. Please help me.
So he dominates you and says, "Look into her eyes."
Okay. My willpower is 6.
Okay.
Can I try and not make eye contact?
Well, that's the resist dominate roll. Because dominate is OP.
Yeah, what's that roll again? I have to make a target trying. I can make a willpower roll equal to his manipulation plus intimidation.
8.
In order to avoid eye contact.
8.
Okay. That's doable. I get the feel I'm not supposed to win this, but I can try.
Okay. He'll spin a willpower.
This isn't a counter roll. Like, it's rolls with that difficulty.
Oh, okay. So adds to the difficulty?
My difficulty is his.
Okay.
Manipulation plus intimidate, like, level, I think.
Okay.
Was it the rule?
So he has dominate. So what is the difficulty for it? Let me read the book. I have the book over here.
Yeah, it's page 152.
Yeah. All right. So command manipulation. Remember, 2 being held breaks the power. Okay. There's no.
It's the last paragraph on the little eye contact part.
Okay. Trying to avoid eye contact makes a willpower roll against a difficulty equal to the dominates user manipulation, intimidation, or appropriate combination of other disciplines or summon. This difficulty may be reduced to mitigate the factors. -1. Okay, so basically, this makes it harder for me to dominate you, basically.
Okay, so do I roll?
Yeah, you roll.
Okay. I need to make a willpower roll.
Yeah.
Which is not a skill.
Equal to equal to difficulty 8s. Oh, 8, 9, 9 plus 1, 9 plus 2, 9 plus 3.
So difficulty 12?
Well, 9's plus 3.
Okay, well, I just... If I spend... I
I
don't think it's worth spending.
Because he has elder powers and he has combo disciplines.
Okay, so difficulty 9 is what it is.
Difficulty 9 plus 3. You need a minimum 3 successes.
Oh, that's what that means. I was like,
Okay. Well, I mean, I might as well try.
Yeah. So.
Wow, I got it.
Yeah.
Technically.
Yes.
You did.
Go, David. Go. Go, David.
So
go.
you just feel his mind. Okay, so it doesn't. Okay. By the way, this just makes it harder for him to dominate you. He gets a +2 difficulty to
Is that
dominate
what that
you.
says?
Yes.
Go, David.
So,
Go, David.
It's difficulty 8 then to
difficulty
dominate me.
8 to dominate you. He'll spin a willpower.
Okay.
Oh, okay. He got 2. So that's
I'm
enough.
Yeah.
That's enough for him to. So your action, you have to look into her eyes.
Okay. I only have to look into her eyes, right?
Yeah, you only
I
have
can
to
do
look.
things.
You can do other things, but you have to look into her eyes.
Okay. I don't think I'm gonna win. Okay. I am going to opt into and just create a sphere of darkness around myself.
Okay.
Ooh, brilliant.
It is also going to start suffocating Valen because
Okay.
I don't breathe.
Spooky. It's
He does-
spooky magic darkness.
It
Spooky
is
magic
spooky
suffocating. Okay.
So it's manipulation, occult.
Yep.
I'm just in willpower.
Okay. I mean, you're violating the masquerade blatantly, or the silence
He
of
is
blood.
also.
Silence of
He-
blood. Sorry.
He also, but wait, who else is here? It's just us, right? And we're all
Yeah,
vampires.
but you're outside in front of the club. He still has
Oh, I
it.
thought we were inside.
I thought we were just inside.
Yeah,
Oh,
I
then
thought
he
we went
walked right
inside. He took my
inside.
hand.
Oh, okay. Yeah. You're right. You're right.
Okay.
Okay, so it's manipulation, occult difficulty 7s. I spend a willpower.
Okay.
Oh, you could just spend a willpower to break that spell.
So 3 successes. I can create a sphere of darkness.
All right,
I'll,
so
I'll make sure it doesn't go outside so that it doesn't break the masquerade.
Uh-huh.
But I'll basically center it so that it just kind of fills up the lobby.
Okay. So he's like,
That also should break his eye contact with me.
Wait, I can spend willpower to get out of entrancement too, but
I think you have to make an opposed difficulty.
okay.
You're also kind of suffocating now.
Now
Yeah.
you're kind of suffocating. All right.
What presents did you use?
She's
I used entrancement.
entrancement,
Oh.
and he has a ritual, the one that reflects presence powers back.
That is shitty for me. I'm
Just
just
be
so
happy you didn't
useless
use-
in combat.
Just be happy you didn't use love or something, because that would really mess you
You
up.
could yes, you can spend a willpower to temporarily resist it, but you have to resist it for over a year
Okay.
because you had 5
just-
successes.
I'm just hoping I can buy myself another turn by
Okay.
plunging myself into darkness.
All right, so you plunge yourself into darkness. All right, Valen, do you want to spend a willpower to temporarily break out of it? But the next turn you'll be right into it.
I was gonna say, I think I was told by him to look at him in the eyes, and right now I'm suffocating.
Yeah.
So I'm going to assume. Can my character make the assumption that maybe he's not in the ball of blackness anymore? I'm not. My character isn't that familiar with the obteneration.
You're just like your self-preservation is key. Entrancement is only as far as love as can go, but self-preservation is always key. So you want to get out of the shadowy darkness.
Oh
Yeah,
yeah.
because your stamina is effectively 0 right now.
So
Yeah.
you're suffocating.
Okay, I attempt to find my way out of the darkness.
Okay, you can use Tongue of the Asp
Mhm.
to basically give you like a sense of where like to go to get out of the darkness.
I can smell David, can't I? I can get out of the darkness and move towards him at the same time with tongue in the
But
ass.
he's
Isn't
in
like a
darkness.
snake tongue
But
sensitive?
he's in the darkness right now.
Oh well, then
Yeah,
yeah,
I'm
fuck
like-
that. I'll just get out.
Actively moving into it because it doesn't affect me.
Okay,
Okay.
I just get out of I go back to my new master,
Yeah.
for lack of a better term.
Well, no, he's in the
And I
darkness
just-
too.
Okay, well
So-
I just get out of the ball if I can.
All right. So
So I got 3 successes, so it has a radius of 30 feet.
Yeah.
So it's filling up most of the lobby probably. So it's probably out of the club.
So he has 2 stamina. New round.
Yeah.
Am I out of it though?
Yeah, you're out of it.
Okay.
You go back into the entertainment room. You go towards the end of the hallway to the dressing room, and you open the door and close it, and then the darkness doesn't spread inside. But you kind of see it kind of oozing underneath the doorway. New round. Black goes.
Yeah.
Do I have to spend a blood for this? Let me see if I have to spend a blood for this.
Wait a minute. I have
Wait,
magic
why am I
resistance.
0?
Oh no, I lost my magic
Because
resistance.
you're
Fuck.
stopped. You have he
Yeah,
froze you.
just for him.
Yeah.
So wait a minute. I can't do a single thing at all?
He told you to stop with 5 successes, so you're just stopped.
All right, whatever.
Yeah, how long
Okay.
does that last?
Like, I thought it just stopped me from doing shit to him.
No, he just said stop. So you just stop. He was very non-specific for a reason.
Yeah, it probably is only going to stop you for maybe 30 seconds, but we're still in that 30 seconds, I think.
Yeah. Okay. So I guess I have to roll still to do it, but I need 1 success to do it. So I have to roll my willpower difficulty 3.
What is he doing?
I'll tell you what he's doing when I roll it. I'm allowed to have fun. Am I not allowed to have fun in my own game?
Lots of fun. I'm scared.
It's going to look really impressive, though, if I don't fall.
I think it was pretty impressive that you resisted him even for a little bit and you're able to do something else.
Yeah.
Like, that was pretty
No,
badass.
that was pretty baller. Not gonna lie. He was like, but okay. So your shadow goes away as he lights a flame in his hand, as all your shadow burns away.
Yep, forgot that. That's weak. It's weak against fire.
So the whole it goes up like kindling. Your whole entire shadow just goes, and he's like, "Can we slow down? Can we slow down?"
Do I see the shadow go away?
Yeah, you can even hear it. It kind of does this fizzling sort. You almost kind of hear a cry as it's like. Do you want to slow down? We could slow down. I was being rude. I'm sorry. And then he turns off the flame in his hand. You can come out, dear.
I come out and I go to stand as close to him as I possibly can.
If you want to slow down, release her from the enchantment.
I have no control over that. It's all her.
Oh, God damn it.
I mean, I will release her as soon as my business here is concluded.
Okay, what's your business?
Can we sit down?
All right, I gesture to a table.
You can't dominate me out of presence, can you?
I think I could dominate what you you're in presence, but then
Yeah.
you'll just be controlled by 2 different people.
Yeah.
I'd rather be controlled by you by the psychopath over here.
There's no point in dominating him until he tries to either leave or do anything, though.
Okay.
And he's going to dominate me once I do it. So I need to, if I'm going to do it, I need to do it at the right time.
Yeah.
Okay.
So he sits down. He's like, "Which one of these is the bottle service?" He kind of does this. I'm trying to get a scope of what all this looks like.
Oh, well, the bottle
Why?
service is going to be up there in both of the booths where it used to be the higher viewing points. Those are going to be our VIP areas. And the tables that are there, and there in the corner rooms will also have VIP bars where you can sit behind. The rest is just going to be the general seating up here.
Pretty thing, what's your name?
My name is Valen.
Is that your real name or your pet name?
No, my pet name is Snot Dumpster. My real name is Valen.
Oh.
I start laughing with him.
Wow. You are I haven't laughed in quite a long time. And you, sir, what is your name?
Cooper.
Cooper. You wouldn't happen to be that same Cooper, that detective, Private Eye?
I'll just hand him a business card.
Wow. Oh. Okay.
Not that it's not hard to find me.
Yeah,
if he wants to.
you're in the book, so he's like, impressive.
I'm assuming if you wanted to kill me, I'd already be dead. So I'm not too worried about that.
Oh yeah, you'd be dead 10 times over. So
But yes, that's me.
that outside, that thing, where'd you find it?
broke my back on him when I fell down, and we were first being brought back into the spot.
Oh my god.
And where did you find him at, my dear?
He was in like this river not too far away from here. I could probably point it out for you on a map or get my GPS. Here, just give me 1 second. Just pull up on my phone and show him the exact location of where I found him. This is exactly where we found him.
He kind of smiles. He looks at you like he just.
I'm doing my best not to appear like perturbed in any way.
He's like, you see, I have an ace up my sleeve.
Is it magic?
No.
Because it seems like magic.
It's called time. I thoroughly thought this out. I did my research. I approached the situation with a calm and cool head. And I sized up my enemies exactly where they need to be at.
So are we enemies?
Maybe. Maybe not. It depends. Really, it doesn't matter anymore. But that was a surprise. And then he kind of looks at you, and you're also kind of a surprise.
Thank you.
She, on the other hand, classic. Textbook. Very textbook.
I think David's great too.
I was talking about you, my dear. I was talking about you. So, she has been causing a little bit of a ruckus. She killed a couple gangbangers.
I look annoyed.
She killed a lovely couple, or helped kill the lovely couple. They're on their 48th anniversary, their wedding. Married for 48 years. You know, that should be like a national treasure these days. Young people, they can't even stand beside of each other for less than 5 years, let alone being with someone you love for 48 years. And she turned their home into a Bevmo of carnage. So
I agree. She shouldn't have done that.
Oh, you're Sabbat. You do what you do best. You cause a ruckus. Now, I don't hunt Sabbat no more. That's not my gig. However, I do have to protect the citizens of this county. And
Are you some kind of vigilante vampire?
Oh no. I'm your worst nightmare. I am all that is wrong in our society. I do all the bad things to other kindreds, canites, vamps, fangers, whatever you want to call yourselves.
They probably deserve it.
So you don't have a side.
Oh no. I'm the law. I'm part of the Ivory Tower. I'm Camarilla. And I fuck you for breakfast.
And can I ask you why we're not dead?
Because I'm interested
In?
what you're doing here. I mean, this is quite a lovely startup. I mean, it's very unorthodox of the Sabbat to plant roots. You guys don't know how to fertile the land as it is. You take, you rape, you pillage. But this is different.
We own this entire block area. We're gonna fix it up real nice.
He kind of pats you on the head. That's good to know, dear. Thank you. Just chime in.
I just come alive at like the touch of him. It's just like, wow.
Just he pats you on the head. He's just like, anytime you feel like you need to say something, interrupt by all means.
Okay.
Give me all the juicy details. So
you're just here for information?
well, I'm here for her, or at least
Well,
I need to do my job.
are you gonna kill her?
No, I'm gonna hurt her though. I'm gonna have to hurt her a lot.
I probably deserve it.
Will she be alive at the end of it?
Yeah,
Or well, whatever we are now?
Yeah.
Suppose alive's not the right word.
But I might reconsider turning a blind eye, putting this on somebody else. Because, like I said, you're different. And different has potential. Because if there's a Sabbat that I can control and corral, then that means I can point my frustrations and my problems at y'all.
So you're to use us as enforcers.
Basically.
You want control of someone who can work outside the Camarilla.
The problem with the Camarilla, and especially in my position, is that sometimes we have to honor ancient bullshit. And
Yeah, Greek goes on about that all the time, about how we always have to worship Cain. The Seven are very strict.
I, too, and kind of looks at her, I've done a little dabbling on your Cain pantheon. It makes sense. I'm more of a man of science than faith, but what I'm trying to get at is that I have problems with other individuals, and you're on the bottom of my shit list. So, here's what can go your way. You could continue to be at the bottom of my shit list, and then help escalate and get rid of the actual problems I have to deal with. Or I could put you right on top in this little, smoke you out right now in the middle of the day, drag you out, make a big spectacle out of it, get drawn into court, tell them that the Sabbat, we're always here, and that we have to maintain our praxis, and yada, yada, yada. And that's just something I don't want to deal with. I don't want to deal with the court anymore.
We'll do it.
Oh, that's great. That's great. Does he remember?
Some things. I'm not exactly sure what.
Well, I'm gonna leave.
No.
Oh, it's okay. He gives you a kiss on the forehead, and
Can you end that early?
I have no way to end this over the next year. I can spend willpower to temporarily
Yeah.
shake it, but
Yeah.
I'm talking to him though. Does he have like
Yeah.
a mysticky, magicy way of ending it?
yeah, he does. But he doesn't want to because this is amusing to him. So you agree?
fuck.
Well, it's either that or die. I prefer not to die, so I agree. We agree.
Okay, that's smart. That's more than I could say about the previous Sabbat. They weren't smart.
What would you like us to do first?
Oh, well, he pulls out this. I don't get this hoodoo, and he hands you a something familiar that you've seen, or Valen has shown you.
A candle?
Yeah, a candle. It's a Virgin Mary prayer candle, except the Virgin Mary has been defaced. Her eyes
From the ritualistic killings, isn't
yeah,
it?
her eyes have been scratched out. The rosary and the heart of the sanctum of Christ, it's been scratched out, and you see that her open arms and her drape, instead of it being like the gates of heaven, it's an upside down tree with like it's like very gnarled thorns and veins. And the candle wax inside smells pungent.
Oh. Well, Dustin and his dad found a whole bunch of those. I've got a book.
Just
on location.
silent. I'm gonna not at you.
Okay. I mean, I know about that redneck. Trust me. So you found the little lost ghoul then.
All the sheep have been herded.
Like I said, smart. I like smart. And what you're doing right now, really smart.
So you want us to figure out who's been doing this?
No. what I want you to do is I want you to tell your leaders, if you have any, that this is caused by a group of individuals out in California City. They call themselves Action and Fate. Or
Action and Faith.
Action and Fate. A man by the name of Austin Childness runs the outfit. I want your Sabbat to run them out. And have this, whatever, tie that into it.
You want us to frame them?
Yeah.
What exactly?
I want you to salt and burn the earth.
Make sure they'll never come back.
Yes.
Understandable.
And then leave as much of this shit behind.
Do you want us to get in contact with you once we're done?
Nope. I know where you're going to be at. I'm watching you. I've been watching you the whole time.
Care to tell us how? I was looking for ways to improve our defenses.
Spooky magic shit. So if you got spooky magic shit, then afraid it can't be helped.
You're Tremere, aren't you?
At least you know what I am.
And you know what we are, so I suppose that we're even in some way.
Mm-hmm. Well then, I think that about concludes my business here. Like I said, potential.
Before you
Potential-
leave, can I have a name?
Oh,
And a phone number?
yes. Name is Wyatt. Wyatt Black. He takes your card, writes a phone number down, gives it to Valen.
I hold on to it like I'm a 14-year-old girl who got like their crush's number.
All right. Well, you guys have a lovely evening. And he's going to be very upset. But let him know that I said that his anger is misguided.
Okay, as he's leaving, but before he lets go of the dominate, I'm going to try and dominate Derek so that Derek doesn't like go crazy the second he leaves.
I'm gonna be dominated for a long time.
Yeah. So
I mean, that power doesn't last that long, even with a bunch of
He
successes.
got 5 successes.
he got 5 successes.
I mean, but like it'll be done in like a couple of minutes.
Yeah. So he leaves. He gets into a.
I like walk him to his car.
He's very old fashioned. Like he's all about hand holding, and he's very. And Derek, like as you're like there frozen, the way he's holding her hand and like how they're like, you get that flash of like how Joy and him used to hold hands. And he gets in his like Cadillac car and drives off.
I watch until the car is gone into the distance.
By the way, Par, I want to the second he like starts leaving, I'm gonna write down his license plate really quick, just on
Okay.
the off chance that comes in handy.
It says California exemption 11111.
God damn it!
I don't know what that means.
It means
It
it's-
means he has a government exempt license plate.
Oh, wow.
Although that actually gives me more information than any random license plate would.
That's true.
Yeah, but that also just goes to show how much power he has.
All right, I'm also going to establish mesmerize over Derek, so Derek doesn't go crazy.
The frenzy's already gone.
The
and over
frenzy's
with.
gone.
Okay.
It's dead. And you break out of like you feel like something burning inside of you, Valen. Like like your love was set on fire and it's gone.
The enchantment.
Yeah.
God damn it!
Well,
I just
that
feel-
went poorly, now, didn't it?
How did he do that? Nobody's ever been able to do that before. I feel like a
You have
fucking
met
moron.
9 vampires outside of us in your entire life. We don't have a wide variety of experiences
Deck,
to draw from.
your command breaks.
I would have been under that enchantment for a year. The fact that he just let it go is fucking scary.
Because it doesn't matter to him.
I'll be downstairs.
Let us know if you need anything.
I just go back inside.
So should we tell the others about this?
Yes.
Can it not be me? I feel like I fucked up enough for one day.
I'll call them.
Thank you.
You see Dustin? He's like in the air, like his veins are popping out of his face, and he's suspended in the air.
Oh, god damn it. Can I, like, potence pull him to the ground like a balloon?
No.
Come here!
He is suspended in the air, and, like, he's just like... And then, as soon as you touch him, he falls to the ground.
What was that?
Are you okay?
What the hell was that guy?
A Tremere.
What's a Tremere?
Holy fuck, I heard about those guys.
They're sorcerer-like vampires. Lust told me about them. They're the people who created Deck. I'm assuming that's why he reacted so poorly.
Oh, fuck, man. He just gave me a look, and then I got fucking floated in the air, man. We're fucking dead.
No, we will
Apparently
be fine.
not.
Calm down.
He walks over to you, Deck, and he's like,
Wait, didn't he say he wanted to hurt me?
Yes.
Why?
You really need to be more subtle with what you do at night.
It's not just me, though. It's greed and wrath, too. It's not like I'm going off partying all by myself. I'm just the tag-along.
Deck, like,
Are you
walks over to you, and
participating?
he's like, Dustin's like, you okay, man?
No.
They tell me that they'll take care of it and make it look like an accident. Apparently not.
Well, it may look like an accident to humans, but he has other ways of looking at things.
I think it's high time that we see the Sabbat priest and get some real answers as to what's going on and what we're meant for. I'm tired of
What do
getting
you
pulled
mean by
around.
Sabbat priest?
There's a person in charge of the seven.
Yeah, but the regent is in charge of all the Sabbat. We're not going to get a meeting with him.
Whoa, wait.
Why?
So Dustin's like, wait. The seven? You guys work for the seven?
Who do you think embraced us?
Yeah.
Oh,
They didn't tell you?
No, I don't know. I didn't know they were the seven. Oh, you guys are fucked.
Why?
We will be fine.
What is going on?
The seven are...
We're
the
caught between two superpowered groups.
The seven are the regent's playthings, but they're like secret police. They only answer to the regent. There's like all these rumors about them.
But I thought the Sabbat were supposed to be free. I thought we were supposed to be free.
It's a lie.
It's not a lie. It's kind of a lie. It's complicated.
Damn it.
The Sabbat is complicated.
Deck, what do you want to do?
I want to fucking hunt down Wyatt.
We're not going to be able to beat him.
I
That
know.
is-
That's why I'm still here.
He just looked at me funny, and I was in the air.
We can't beat him in a fight, so we shouldn't even think about it right now.
I'm just so fucking angry, man.
We need to work out what we're doing next. We're caught between a rock and a hard place, and we're all going to die unless we figure out a
the
plan.
Sabbat are gonna fucking tear our asses if we tell them to, you know.
Why? We have been nothing but
Because
loyal
it's
to
like,
them.
it's insubordinates. It's like, you should have died for the sword. You should have held your ground.
That does not go into the way of the Sabbat teaching.
Yeah, it
There's
does.
still statuses.
Like,
It's like a private telling off in general. What do you think is going to happen?
So what, should we not tell them? Is that what you guys think?
I
No.
think that's a terrible idea. I think we should tell them everything. What do you think is worse, not telling them or them finding out on their own?
What did he tell you guys to do?
He wants us to be enforcers that can work outside the Camarilla.
That's working with outside the sect.
What?
That's
So, yes, the 7 would murder us.
We dealt with the sect. The sect. We broke the rules. You guys broke the rules. I tried.
I was entranced. I didn't break any rules. We call them when we get them here now.
It was against our will the whole time. We broke nothing.
What about Cooper? Were you mind
I'll do-
controlled?
No, but I would have been if I tried to resist.
We had
I
no
will-
choice.
I will lie for you and say that you were controlled.
There's no point in lying.
So this
If
is.
the Sabbat have any level, if the 7 have any level of intelligence, they'll understand.
I'm gonna go one-on-one with. This is a very crucial moment here with you, Cooper. Like, what do you want to do?
Okay.
What do you want to do?
Well, either
You're the leader of our little group here.
Mass Effect moment.
Yeah, this is like a Mass Effect.
Paragon or Renegade. Okay, well, I could get input though, right, from my pack.
Yeah, you could get input. This is a total storyteller, like one of these moments I've been setting up for. Like, what do you want to do as a group?
Tell the 7 everything. They've been there for us. They've guided us from the moment of our birth, our rebirth, until now. Not to mention, Pride is really badass and has a sword.
Okay, this feels really RPG-ish.
Yeah.
Like I'm gonna getting information
Yeah.
from each advisor before I make the decision.
Exactly.
Deck,
She-
what do you think?
She is right. Pride is actually the most understanding out of all of them.
So I should.
But
tell
at the
Pride.
same time, we could keep the entire thing secret from both parties and just do it.
Dustin says, "No, you gotta understand that the 7, they're not like a pack. They're like agents. So like, yeah, Pride might be in charge, but that you know, they don't work well with each other. They're like put together. They're forced to work with each other.
So even if Pride's understanding, one of the others might try and kill us.
Yeah, and then they battle it out, or they have some way of disputing their differences.
Then what allegiance do we even owe to each other? Are we making a standing right now that all of us will
He's
always
like-
defend each
He
other?
runs over to the kitchen and he's like, "You got to do it. You got it. This is how we solve our problems." And he's like, hands like a big gulp cup.
Oh God, Valdry.
Okay, well I don't know. I don't think any of us know how to run that ritual. So.
I know how to.
Oh, okay. Well, that.
I don't know what this ritual is as a player, so you have to fill
No,
me in.
it's remember the first night we all met each other.
What is Valdry gonna do for us right
It makes
now?
us stronger. It makes us bond with each other.
Also, make sure that
No,
neither
what
one of
it
us
does-
stab each other in the back.
What it does is prevent us from doing anything against the Sabbat.
Yes.
But at this moment, we have to think logically,
So,
not as
but
a religion.
but if we make them Voldry with us, then it's likely less
Make
like
them Valdry with us and then tell them so
Yes.
they can't hurt us.
Yes.
That's an option.
You guys are true sect. You guys can put in the cup now.
What? What are you
That
talking
is-
about?
Hey, Valdry,
He
it's a
does
ritual
have a
where
good
we all put our
point.
blood in a cup and then we all drink it and it all gives us some sort of bond to each other. is what I've gotten.
The more often we do it, the more connected we are by blood.
Then if
So
we
I
were
think
to-
the important question to ask now, and this is a question I should have asked earlier, but what do we want from our unlife?
I just wanted to run the fucking club.
Dustin, that is sneaky.
Good job.
Valdry and then break the news.
Yeah.
That is sneaky. I like that.
I don't know if any of you gentlemen have noticed, but I'm not exactly winning any UFC fights over here, vampire title belts.
No,
I'm
the
not
team behind
willing-
Valdry can hurt us.
They can't hurt you. Well, they can hurt me. But they can't hurt you.
They have no reason to hurt you.
You were part of the decision. To be fair, I was the only one part of the decision.
But I'm just
And you had no choice in the matter.
This will supersede their urge to destroy you. If you break the news, well, we got to Volder with them. Maybe okay.
No, but we need to decide what are we going to do. Do we tell them or do we not tell them?
The only problem in doing this route is that it's going if the whole thing has been a lie to us about the Sabbat, then that means it's going to be harder to break away from it.
Oh, fuck. I need to tell you guys something that I learned tonight. I was
Well,
talking
on
with
the info.
Desiree. She told me something the Seven haven't told us. The
What?
Sabbat's been losing territory across the Americas. New York, Chicago, South America. The Camarilla has been pushing them back, and as far as she told me, the Sabbat's in disarray.
Great.
Also, the Code of Milan, which is their declaration of war against the Camarilla, it's been destroyed. Or that's what the rumors say.
And Destin's like,
Shit.
she don't know nothing. No.
If you're gonna listen to a bimbo fucking TV reporter,
But it's something we can't take out of.
As much
it's
as I
something
hate to
we
say,
can't ignore.
knows more about the Sabbat than we do.
What?
And she's tied to me, so she has an interest in making sure I succeed.
What happened? What happened to you guys?
this was supposed to be a
only-
good night.
We've just been inducted. We know as much as you do.
Well, fuck.
If the Sabbat's falling apart, we might risk lashing ourselves to a sinking ship.
No. I mean, yes, but no. The Sabbats are only hope. You gotta understand, the Camarilla, they fall into the lines of the ancients. The ancients will rise, and they'll devour us. I know
What?
that sounds like nonsense.
Wait a minute. What are the ties with the Anarchs and Cam?
Well, the Anarchs, they're like consultants. They do business with the Independents and the Independent Alliance.
Is there any war going on between them?
No. Well, like I said, we weren't really involved in like the whole politics and stuff. We were just a motley outside of Oildale, but I heard something about a Giovanni being upset at the Camarilla here locally. Oh, a Giovanni is like think like the mob, but except they're vampires.
Are they anarchs, typically?
No, they're independent.
So Al Capone the Necromancer.
Yeah.
Right.
Can we maybe deal with one monumental problem at a time?
We need to decide what we're doing.
reason I
Either
brought
we
them up.
tell them we are loyal to the
We tell
Sabbat through and
Pride.
through.
We tell Pride.
The only reason I brought them up is because if we
But we
can
tell
get them
us.
on our side.
Maybe Envy. Envy's a hardcore. Envy's hardcore.
Can you get him to shut up for a second so the smart people in the room can
Silence.
talk?
We need to talk as a pact.
Okay.
But thank
The-
you for
the
your
only-
input so far. It's been helpful.
The only reason I brought up the Anarchs is because if they have any quarrels with the Camarilla, we might be able to get them on our side.
So are you two completely loyal to the Sabbat, no matter what?
No, I'm only starting to learn of our
I'm
history
starting
now.
to question.
And
So
he's
we
like,
have-
he's like, you see his hands glow, and he's like, no, you can't start thinking like that.
Why are you so loyal to the Sabbat? I'm asking him.
Because of my family.
Your family's loyal to me.
No, we're loyal to the Sabbat. I'm one of you now. I can fight.
Well, Senior did kind of bow down the moment you said Sabbat.
It's a good point.
You gotta understand, this is what that guy did. That Wyatt guy. That's exactly.
Those are the people in control of the cam.
This is what they do, but we have
Yep.
something that they don't.
And we're not strong enough to
freedom.
force a double agent situation either.
He holds
That's
up the,
also
No, I
why.
think-
he
No, I
holds
think
up
we
the
could
cup.
be.
He's like this.
That's why I mentioned the Anarchs. It'd be more power on our side.
No. The Anarchs work with the cam in this town. They're in like cahoots.
Can we turn them?
No,
Wait a
I
minute.
think
Do you know what?
Our...
Sorry, go.
I think that might be our best bet, is a double agent. We tell the 7, but we try and let Wyatt believe we're still following him.
That's fine.
That's a dangerous play, man.
Because the problem is I don't know how strong his like magic observation is. I don't know if he heard that, and if I'm about to die, just be incinerated right now.
Do you think that's something that he's not considering? That we would do? Apparently, he's been around for a long time.
Do you know anything about a biker gang over in Ridgecrest?
Yeah, I do.
Do
Do
I
tell.
know anything about a biker gang in
Yeah,
Ridgecrest?
they're the Gangrel. The Gangrel hang out there.
What are they?
They're like they used to be Camarilla, but then something happened, and so a lot of the Gangrel left the Camarilla, and so technically the Gangrel aren't part of Camarilla anymore, and so these Gangrels are kind of like in that sort of in between state. They hang out in the high desert. They go up to Bishop. They go down to California City. They go down to Lancaster.
That's my old gang.
Really?
Yeah.
Well,
I'm definitely going to need to make a stop.
Do you think they'd fight for you or with you?
Only one way to find out.
Okay,
Go with him.
so
Hell,
Here's
maybe
the-
I could even convince them to relocate.
To here?
Why not?
That sounds great.
they're not Cam anymore. But I don't think they want to go to the Sabbat route.
I'm
There's
pretty
a
sure.
third
I'm
option.
pretty sure if they found out what they did to me, one of their own, I think they'd probably do it.
now there's a third option here,
What's that?
or fourth option if you're counting Anarchs.
What?
We could try and play every side and focus on ourselves.
No, dude, the cup. Even if we don't do this cup,
I
Eventually-
like that idea the best.
That's-
if we drink the
That-
cup, our minds are going to start bonding with it.
So we
That's-
drink the cup with each other, but no one
Yes,
outside.
that
this group.
was what I was suggesting before, was just us.
So you're suggesting that we pose as Artarks
I don't know what that word means.
I don't know what that word means either.
with nobody, the ultimate neutral zone.
Yes.
That's-
We're Switzerland.
No. Pride will fucking kill us then. Someone in the 7 will fucking kill us.
No,
It's a
we
country
continue
that's
to- we
neutral in
continue to-
wars. I say
We
to you,
continue
like,
to say we are loyal to the Sabbat,
well,
we
we're
work for
loyal to
Wyatt.
each other. Yes.
and we work to strengthen ourselves.
Yes.
Oh.
Yes. Yes. Now, see, I could
He
kiss
just
you.
sits like
Exactly.
Dustin just sits down. He's like, "Oh, this is so bad.
This is not bad. If anything, we're becoming like a subsect of the 7 who is empowering the Sabbat and Sabbat, and this
Dustin.
works.
Dustin,
If
think
Yeah.
of it this way: if you have faith in the Sabbat and we are part of the Sabbat, have faith in us.
Okay.
but this means we can't tell the 7 what we did.
Okay.
And we play both sides, but we stay bonded in this way. If we bond to each other, no matter what, one of us isn't turning and screwing the other.
Our
not-
loyalty, our
Yes.
loyalty is to all of us.
Yes.
Everyone in this room is loyal to each other. I take the cup and I put my blood in it.
Okay.
I follow
Alright.
suit right away.
I do it too.
Well,
I hold it to Dustin.
he puts.
You're the only one who knows how to do the ritual, Dustin.
So well, he has to tell you how to do it because he can't partake. He can only drink.
Oh, right, that's right.
He can only drink.
Okay.
He can't put his blood in.
All right. Well, if we're really just saying screw it, we're on ourselves. I want you to put your blood in. Screw tradition.
Oh, that means I'm Sabbat now.
You're one of us, at least.
This is actually kind of bad.
He's
That,
like,
that part
but-
would get us killed.
Yeah, but don't tell anyone you did this. But we need to make sure that you're loyal.
okay.
But-
He's like,
So
I could keep
at
a
this
secret.
rate, you could probably be initiated twice.
He puts the cup in. Which one is the Ductus and which one is the Pack Priest?
Ductus is in charge, right?
Yeah.
I'm the Ductus.
Okay.
Yeah.
So,
Valen is the priest, I
Priestess?
suppose.
Yeah. All right. So this is what you do. You have to like
Well-
concentrate your blood into it. You have to go into like almost like REM. Like you want to go into torpor, right? And
Mhm.
then You just like will your belief and will your unity in the cup. And then you say these words, and he tells you these words. And they're very simple. It's, I give my blood to my brothers, so I follow in the footsteps of Cain.
Give my blood to my brother, so I follow in the footsteps of Cain.
Yeah. And then he says, sometimes people like to put a little panache on the top. They like to say like a monologue or two, or they it's like a sermon. It's like church. You kind of want to inspire. So he's like, what we do today may not be the way that the Sabbat was intended, but these are dark days ahead. So I give my blood to my brothers so that whatever happens, we are stronger and unified by our blood. And even though the chaos is swarming around us, Cain will bless us. Gulp. And now you say something, Dick.
Pass the cup.
Yeah.
I take this blood from my brothers so we may destroy everybody in our path.
And then you got to finish it.
Me?
Yeah, you got to finish it.
I take this blood from my brothers that we may stand together, strengthen each other, and be loyal to each other. And then I drink it.
And then you all have Viniculum 2 to each other. Actually, no. Actually, you got to roll. Okay, everybody rolls a d10. That's how it works. Everybody rolls a d10.
Okay.
Okay. Okay. So this
Viniculum?
is this is Viniculum. So whatever you rolled, you
Spell
have.
that for me.
I'll put that in chat right now. Hold on.
Okay, thank you. I'm gonna look that up in the vampire book.
It is
Viniculum.
Viniculum. Okay, so you rolled a 7. So now roll a d4.
Okay.
1 is Dustin. 2 is Derek. 3 is you. You get a pass. And 4 is Evan.
Oh, please not Dustin.
So, Dustin, you have Viniculum 7 to Dustin.
Are you
Viniculum 7?
Yeah, 7.
Wait, what? Whoa, that's really strong.
Yeah, it's how.
Yeah.
Oh, man.
So you really love Dustin. Okay, 7. This is exactly what 7 says.
How did that happen?
Yeah, that's how that works on tabletop?
That's how it works on tabletop.
Wow, that's messed up.
That's Viniculum 7.
Oh, that's not that bad.
Moderate
Put
risk
yourself
or
at
harm.
moderate risk or harm. Oh, yeah.
That could be so much worse.
Okay.
Remind me which one is. Can you show me a picture of Dustin again?
He is the angry.
Yeah.
He's the angry.
Keep in mind, I still have him dominated, so I can make him change his appearance as much as you want me to. We can get rid of all those tattoos.
Yeah, the red hair is kind of cute, but the rest has got to go.
He's just an angry looking ginger. Yeah, he's just an angry looking ginger boy.
Hey, Seamus.
So now, so that Evan, same thing. You have a 5. 1 is Dustin, 2 is Derek, 3 is Laura, 4 is you.
Roll 1d4.
Yeah, roll 1d4. So you have
Derek.
you have 5 to Derek,
Mwah.
and then Derek, you have 4 to roll.
Can you post
Shit.
5 and 4 in here?
To Dustin. So everybody loves Dustin, apparently.
This is bullshit, but Dustin is loyal to fucking
Oh,
David,
Dust-
so
Let's see.
Oh wait, who's Dustin loyal to?
I'm
Is it
rolling
me?
right now.
please be me. Let there be a balance of this shit.
So
He
1
loves
is
himself.
if I get a 1, I get a pass, and 2 is Derek, 3 is Laura, 4 is Evan. I get a pass.
Oh my god.
Dude, the fucking luck here sucks.
Are you serious? So Dustin is literally loyal to nobody.
Yeah, literally
Yeah.
loyal to nobody.
Do we
Isn't that
not
some
get, like, a
horseshit?
general level? Do we not get a general level viniculum to each other, like
You
a
get- you
1
get
or something?
You get a 1, which is like, buh.
Evan,
I mean,
take,
also,
Evan, take one for the
listen
team.
to us.
Kill Dustin.
no. If he finds out that if the 7 find out that he took part in this without actually being true Sabbat, they'll kill him anyway.
Yeah.
So he has to be loyal to us just because.
Yeah.
Says
Because
right
if
here,
anybody spilled the
It
beans,
says right here, the first time a character observes Valdry during character creation of a character spot, roll a die for each character's vitae to part in it. That number reflects the vinculum of the character fed towards the individual in the digest. So you had to literally roll a die, and that is your vinculum to each other.
Wait, is that to everyone that participated?
Yeah.
Oh, so it's not just to one person.
Yeah.
The detail we roll is to everyone.
Yeah, but I'll just do it for one time because
Okay.
it was a rush ritual.
Okay, because we don't know how to do it right
You
yet.
don't have to- yeah, you don't have to do it right yet.
Okay. All right. So now we are in this for ourselves. Nobody can tell the 7 what happened tonight. I go over to the security footage, and I'm gonna delete all the.
That was
footage.
my first thing that I was gonna say was goodbye.
You have a message, Valen,
Okay. Who's it
from
from?
Wrath going WTF.
WTF what? Oh, he's a fucking hacker. God damn it, we're busted already.
Wait, was this on a network?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Why was this on a network?
Wrath set
because
it
he
up.
probably fucking put it on a network.
oh fuck, Wrath knows. That's it. We gotta kill Wrath. Come on, let's do this. We're killing.
No. I like Wrath a lot.
No, we're also not going to win in a fight against any of the 7. We need to, okay, how do we talk to him about this?
If anyone's gonna talk to him, it's gonna be me.
By the way, I don't think we
sugar
can
on
finish
top,
because that
don't
looks
talk.
Suspicious
You get another text going, on my way.
Why?
How high do you think? No, how high do you think Wrath's generation and willpower are?
Okay.
Wait
Wrath
a minute. Are you thinking about doing what I think you're doing?
I'm just gonna make him forgetful mind.
Listen, Wrath is the most understanding out of everybody, and also he doesn't really give a shit about the Sabbat. He may be on his way here so that he can get in on the ritual for all we know.
I so doubt that.
He's
He's still Valdry to the 7 though,
Yes,
regardless of
he
if
is
he wants to
loyal
break
to
or not.
them.
Wait,
Shit.
I just don't want to
Okay.
believe in my heart that Wrath would kill me, but it's
I don't think he
But-
would, but he might have to tell the 7 who would kill us.
Hold on. If he found out what we were doing and what we were talking about just a little bit ago, what makes you think he didn't just hear you now?
I'm aware of everything that I'm saying out loud is potentially being heard by him. Now that the cat's out of the bag.
What?
Get footage and sound, or just footage?
No, sound, just
footage.
footage.
Just footage.
Oh, so he saw the Valdry.
That's what he's saying. What
Well,
the
did
fuck
we
is he
do
doing?
that? There's 3 security cameras. Did we okay, let's get a good shot of this, and then we're all gonna do it in front
You
of
don't
the
know
camera?
what. Honestly, you don't know why he's showing up. So it could be anything.
He just said, what the
Unless-
fuck, and he's on his way. Maybe he saw Walter. And he's going to ask, and this is our first chance to prove our loyalty to each other. We said that we were going to be loyal to each other, so if he asks us about it, we just say that we really like each other, and we didn't really understand the ritual. We're still neonates. And if he asks about Walter, we play both sides, just like we planned
Actually,
on.
we kind of understand the ritual because somebody who actually
I
does
wait
understand the
until
ritual
he
just
turns the
talked to us
cameras
about
off
it.
to say any of that, by the way, because
I'm just gonna shut
yeah.
Yeah.
cameras right now. I'm gonna delete
Play this
the
by
footage
ear.
when he walked in.
So, fast forward.
Okay.
Rat-
Wait, no, really quick. What is our story? We all have to stick to a story here.
I say just play it by ear.
Okay.
You
So
see
we-
Dustin just freaking out. He's just like,
Dustin, as far as they're concerned though, you're still effectively a slave. So just go down into the basement, we'll deal with it.
okay,
If we
done.
call for
he
help,
is
help
happy.
us.
He's just done. He's like done. Goes downstairs. All right. 20 minutes later, Rash shows up.
We all need to look nonchalant. Let's all be having a drink upstairs, have some crackers.
And you see Wrath coming out, and he's like, he immediately runs over to Valen and just hugs her.
I hug him like it's.
He's
I
like-
love Wrath. I
like-
really do. I don't have to fake this.
He's like, "You okay? Everybody chill? Everybody cool?"
Yeah.
We're fine.
I got eyes on that guy, and I knew immediately who it was.
It's
We need to be more careful when we're
that's
going on
that
our.
black dude, the guy, the
Wyatt.
sheriff. Yeah, Wyatt. He came.
He came and he wanted to beat me up because we're not being careful enough about our killings.
Fuck.
He said that it wasn't on the top of his list of problems, though.
I managed to talk him down. He didn't want to get into a fight at the moment.
Wow.
He said that we were
got-
pretty much just scum to him, and that just to knock it off.
Wow. That's pretty.
We got
fucking
really
hardcore.
lucky. He was apparently rather impressed with my little shadow trick.
Well, he goes over to deck. Hey, man. He just gives you like a fist bump. He's just like, dude, like, I'm sorry, but yeah, that's tough. It's tough, man. I gotta inform Pride about this, but like, everything's cool. Like, you guys are safe, but they know we're here now.
We
Yeah.
may
They
need
know
to
we're here.
move.
No.
We
can
need to be
we
more
can do
discreet.
this. We can do this. We can do this. Right?
We can?
Yes.
Do what?
Like,
We're in Oildale,
Apparently-
whatever, that's normal.
no, he's like,
Kill
no,
somebody for the.
no, you see him like thinking. He's like thinking right now. And give me perception awareness, all of you.
Ooh.
Difficulties 6.
6s, yeah. Everything's fine. Everything's fine.
Everything's fine.
Oh shit! I did 1d6. I'm sorry.
3 successes.
Okay, his eyes are closed, but you can see his eyes like underneath his eyelids. They're like doing like some crazy like.
Calculations. He's
Like,
crunching numbers.
He's like
Wow, nice start.
Oh yeah, on a fucking 1d10.
He's like-
yeah, that's not
his
right.
eyes are just like just having seizures.
Just gonna do this. I'm an idiot right now. There we go.
Raph, are you okay?
Just let him do he's. What do you want us to do?
Banana.
Sunday?
Excuse me?
He can eat real
Goldfish.
food.
Sorry. Okay. I've assessed
Was this
the
a game?
outcome of this.
No, Deck.
I've assessed the outcome of this,
And?
and we stay on course.
Okay. So we just act like everything's exactly the way that it was.
Yes.
Is.
I think we need to be a little more subtle with the randomly
Yes.
killing people, but other than that.
Yes. He kind of begrudgingly agrees.
That was my favorite part of being a vampire. That's something I can agree to. He was scary.
So
Can
I'm gonna report this to Pride, and Pride only. And Pride will probably give you some tips
Oh,
on how
also,
to handle
I think it's
Tremere.
important. I think it's important to tell you. I think he knows that you're here too. That's why he didn't just kill us, is he didn't want to draw your ire.
Okay, so it's like a stalemate. He knows that if he were to kill you guys, then we'd have to act.
I think that was part of it, yes. And we haven't been enough of an issue to make him do something that drastic yet.
Well, in the old days, I would say we just fight back, but like Pride will know. My gut tells me Pride will know what to do.
Wrath, I have a question.
Yeah.
What exactly happened to the previous Sabbat here before us?
Oh.
Wyatt mentioned that too.
Okay. Do you want me to give you the G-rated version or the non-La Sombra omitted version?
The NC-17 version.
Okay. So this is what I know. So Davinia, this gangrel badass, don't really know his name.
Was his name by any chance? This
Garmadon?
name I no. Sure. Is it Drephodon?
No.
Is it, what was the other name I got today? His name starts with a C.
Oh, Cornelius?
Yeah.
No, but now that you mention it, yeah, Cornelius was with them.
He's still with Davina then.
Oh, so Cornelius, Davina, this Gangrel, Donna, Maria. Wait one sec. Donna, Maria, and this guy. He was an interpreter. His name was Hatakalin.
A native.
Yeah, he was a native. Well, he was. They came here when the Sabbat came over to America. They came in through the Spanish missions, and the natives, they were restless. They were worshiping some spirit, and the Sabbat took interest and tried collecting artifacts for the Sabbat down in Mexico City. We had discovered that there were vampires here before we even came here to America.
Perhaps Dustin should be here for this talk.
No, fuck him.
Not true Sabbat yet.
I look at him angrily when he says that.
No, Wrath is right. Dustin's not true Sabbat yet.
So-
He has to earn his place.
So
I
like,
look at you angrily.
so Tush, seriously, this is some serious deep shit. Like, they were collecting things of unspoken power given by the regent. The regent had ordered them to get something, and they never procured it, and they never came back with it. And so
You think they might have found it and not told anyone?
Envy is really hard up on this artifact. Like, it has a boner constantly in the messages. We're always hearing about this artifact, artifact that. And then Gluttony is just Gluttony and will play along with Envy. But then Sloth has this issue with sub-local family. There's like a local group of vampires that she has like beef with. And that's the only reason why she's here. And I'm here because I have a strong connection, like I'm supposed to be here. It's kind of weird, but I can't tell you. I swore blood oath. And Greed's here because the spirits they're suffering here. Something is killing the spirits here. Or at least causing
Because
harm to...
spirits are like a thing.
Yeah, spirits are a thing.
Well, that's news.
And we might have to meet the werewolves soon.
Are you really
Werewolves are
Werewolves?
real?
Yeah.
What?
Werewolves are...
Do?
I've met a fairy.
Yeah, you told me about this actually.
San Diego's full of them.
This is some Frankenstein shit.
I look like
fairies,
surprised.
too. Mexico's full of fairies too.
No. Not Mexico.
That's
San
all it
Diego.
was.
San Diego and Tijuana.
Oh, Tijuana, that's it. Tijuana's Mexico.
Yeah, but I mean, like, not Mexico City, Mexico. I thought you were
Okay.
talking... That's where we hang out at. But, like... And then...
This and more on
Lust-
patreon.com.
Yeah. Patreon.com/AdvoRshow. Lust, she wants to find her fucking brood sister. And has something to do with the darkness. Because everything's about the darkness with her.
Well,
And then-
she was stuck in darkness for like 100 years or something.
And then Pride, Wyatt and Pride, or any Tremere, anything. If you mention the T word around Pride, he goes fucking Last Stand, Bushido, Roni Kenshin type shit.
Who?
It's an anime.
Anime stuff.
What?
It's a cartoon.
Japanese cartoons.
Yeah. And like I said,
You know what cartoons are, right, Deck?
Yeah.
like
Okay.
Looney Tunes and shit. Like, I'm just telling you guys because you're True Sabbat now, and I know she was gonna give you the La Sombra pitch, which is
I
like,
think that Dustin should become a part of the Truce Sabbat.
oh
No, stop. He will earn his place like we did.
think he has.
So, like, I'm pretty sure Lust is going to tell you specifically, Cooper. Like, we have to drive out to one of the missions out by Paso Robles.
Do they think that's where the artifact is?
Well, no, that's where the Sabbat La Sombra headquarters is at. It's at a mission in San Luis Obispo called San Miguel. Apparently, an angel descended upon there once.
Are angels real?
Are vampires real?
I have
Fairies
wings.
real?
I mean, they might have been a gargoyle.
I mean, fuck. You know, there's a theory that, like, you know, the reason why Christians and Islams are fighting amongst each other is a UFO flew over them.
All right.
Do you believe in aliens?
I mean, statistically speaking, somewhere in the universe, there has to be another sentient intelligent species.
Actually, there's like a paradox theory that kind of says that if there is life outside of this universe, that it exists too far because the universe is ever expanding. And he kind of nerds out a little bit. He's like, the universe is constantly expanding, so we can never actually make contact with other life.
And also, statistically speaking, our civilization could completely miss the window that their civilization is active.
Nerds.
Yeah, he's like super. They're both nerding out.
But anyway,
Vampires in space. Got it, boys.
there are rules for that.
There is rules for that, and
Are you serious?
It's
Back to the problem at hand.
So,
Also, space isn't an actual place in this world.
So, you
I
got
just
any?
updated my pledge
This
to
is-
$10
this is-
so I can creep onto your guys' shit, just so you know. So if you're
For-
talking shit on me in your individual sessions, I'm a no now.
Yeah, there has been some.
Fuck you guys.
I have to play along. Lust hates everybody, so
So this is like unplugged right now. If you want information right now, you got to tell me. You got to ask me because I have a window of opportunity here.
are you not going to be able to tell us things after this?
Well, if I'm gonna hang out with Greed, I can't talk to Greed about this some shit. Greed gets really, really caught up in shit. Like, trust me, he looks at you, Valen. You're a sweetheart. Yeah, he's full of the spiritual Holy Spirit inside of him, but he doesn't give a fuck, like, about the Sabbat.
I think you're wrong.
You know, he cares about the Sabbat because the Sabbat gives him the freedom to sex, drugs, rock and roll all the time.
After what I saw today, I think he cares a lot more than you give him credit for. Or this past few days.
He's a Cathar. Cathars, they're snakes. No offense. They're liars. They're two-faced. They believe in the dark god. So whatever they do, it's like opposite day.
It feels like there's a lot of distrust and misplacement.
I love Greed. Greed's a homie, but he's off the reservation sometimes. We're all off the reservation sometimes.
Wrath, can I ask you about some rumors I heard?
Go.
I heard that the Sabbat is losing territory.
True.
Chicago, New York.
Yep.
I heard that the Code of Milan was destroyed.
Fuck. How did you hear that?
I look at David like, yeah, how did you hear that?
Desiree heard it.
The
From some of her
The Revenant?
contacts. Yeah, she's very well connected.
Fuck. Yeah, it's kind of like it's the Camarilla propaganda, but the Regent told us that it was lost in a battle. But we're not supposed to tell anybody. We're supposed to keep that shit on the DL. But
Okay.
And we're neonates, and we know this.
well, Revenants talk. You
And
know,
she's an exceptionally well connected revenant. I'm willing to bet most of them don't.
I mean,
Kill her then, if she knows and she's willing to tell people.
She's willing to tell me because I'm her master. We are not killing Desiree. This already shows how useful she is.
She's very well informed and can actually help us.
so like, what else? Get me rapid fire. All or nothing.
It seems that it is all or nothing, and I have no questions.
Apparently-
I'm down on my own, away from the group, angry.
Can I get a personal opinion from you? Is the Sabbat falling apart?
No, it's not.
Okay, good.
We have Montreal. We have Spain. We have Mexico City. So if nothing ever bad happens in Mexico City, we're fine.
This just in. Disaster in Mexico.
We're gonna take Los Angeles, guys. Trust us.
What? We can't even hold Oildale by ourselves.
No, we're just getting started.
We're getting
We
started.
can do it.
Okay. We got British Columbia. We're gonna make our way down to Canada. We're taking Canada by storm. So we're gonna move into Vancouver, British Columbia, and then it's a hop skip away taking Seattle back. And that one should be pretty easy. San Francisco is no man's land. Nobody owns it. The Qui-Jin own it.
The what?
Oh. Yeah. That's a side story for another
Does it
day.
matter for right now?
Yeah, no. That's
Okay.
They're
We can afford to hear about it later then.
Yeah, they're a whole nother mess. So, Sabbat's not falling apart. Yes, the Code of Milan is destroyed. But don't say that out loud. It's a real misnomer. It pisses a lot of people off. The symbol of our freedom and our declaration and all that bullshit. Me personally, I have a war. I have a grudge with the Anarchs. And the Anarchs are a product of the Cam. So they're my enemy too. So remember, the enemy of my friend sort of shit. No, everyone's our enemy. Including the Sabbat.
Wait, what?
You want my personal opinion? I agree with you. Devila and Davinia, Cornelius, all those fucks that first came here, they found something and they took it for themselves. And they said, fuck the Sabbat. So they're just as our enemies too. So if you see any of them and they're not waving the flag of Cain, then you dust them.
Understood.
Lust is going to tell you otherwise. Envy is going to tell you otherwise. Maybe pride might say otherwise too. But if it were me in that position and I had dials down on them, I'd take my shot. Because if they were part of the Sabbat, we've been calling out all the signs, right? Valen, you were part of it too. You know, the Sabbat had rolled in here.
I turned my chair around and faced towards the group.
The Sabbat are here. Only Sabbat will know other Sabbat are here. So if they're not coming out of the shadows yet, then that means they're not fucking Sabbat. And if they're not fucking Sabbat, then they're not my fucking friend, and they're not my brother or sister, and so they're good as dead. They're just another obstacle in my way to getting my revenge against the Anarchs and the Cam.
Understood.
So, we cool?
We're cool.
Sorry. If you want me to disable the camera shit, I will. But I did it because I did it for her.
I narrow my eyes at him. I'm not really believing a lot of his crap right now.
Thank you for trying to protect us.
Hey, I'm the youngest one like you guys. This is all spooky news to me too. This is all new to me. Some shit I get direct line. I get some set secrets because of my position and my title.
If we're all supposed to be family, then why don't we know everything together? Why do we have to find these tidbits, pieces on our own, like following fucking breadcrumbs down a trail?
Because
it's like you're still treating us like children. We're not true Sabbat.
Because can you handle it? I just told you we might have a meeting with werewolves, and you were like, what the fuck are werewolves?
I just said I wasn't surprised at this point anymore. I'm not surprised by any of this bullshit anymore. In fact, I'd rather have the foreknowledge up front than someone spring some sort of surprise vampire werewolf fairy fucking sit-down meeting.
Okay. I'll be more open with you. I'll be more open with all you. I have open dialogue. I'm a loyalist. I believe in the same thing you believe in.
Thank you.
Transparency. But that Code of Milan shit though, that's not because of transparency. That's literally like, we got to keep that on the DL because a lot of people, much like Davinia and all them, they're losing faith. And if we lose faith, then we lose.
Understood.
The whole Sabbat breaking up and running off and doing everything on their own, leaving us to fight the Camarilla one at a time, being
No,
picked off like
I'm
little
here-
children does
Look,
sound
I'm here to
awful.
fucking fight. Look, I brought some stuff. I brought some gifts. All right, I brought some gifts. All right.
Gifts.
Valen told me you guys weren't running, an armory out of here, so I brought some gifts. All right.
We might go and look up some security for ourselves
All
as
right.
well.
So come out, get Deck out here. Help me lift this stuff. It's kind of heavy.
I'm right here.
I know, but come on.
I'd go out with him.
Chop chop.
I look over my shoulder at David like, what the fuck are we doing?
We are boldly lying to Wrath's face that we're little savants, and I don't say that out loud.
I just look over my shoulder.
I just give you a look kind of like play along.
So
This hurts my feelings, though. I really like Wrath, and it's just like...
I mean, it's so obvious they're using us, though.
Yeah, it's becoming more and more obvious. That's what's, like, breaking my character's immortal dead heart right now, is that she did like Wrath, and it's like, holy shit, now we are being played like idiots, and it's our turn to play the other side, I guess.
Well, at
Take
least
both sides.
the best one to actually trust is the youngest one because they're closer to
The least
us than
loyal.
any of the others. The
Yeah.
others aren't as quote unquote brainwashed.
I think
Yeah,
Wrath is the only one who might not immediately murder us if he found out what we did.
That's what I
Yeah.
thought, too. That's why I thought maybe he'd come here and, like, want to put his blood in the cup, too.
Spotted the Vaulderie, and he's like, "That's a death."
So what has he got for us? What kind of...
there's like 4 assault rifles, 4 Kevlar vests.
I get Tiffany to help us bring this down into the basement.
Oh, she freaks out. She's like,
It's okay. I can potence lift it.
yeah.
Okay.
4 military grade packages of C4.
Mine.
Holy shit!
4 grenades.
When I see Deck smile at that, I'm like, I don't even know how to use that. So you know what? Fucking go nuts.
4
Do we have any
grenades.
incendiary rounds?
Yes. So you have Dragon's Breath rounds. And so he tells you what this is. He pulls out he hands you a magazine and it has red tape around it. He pulls out a clip or pulls out a round. And he's like, this is filled with magnesium. I forget the substance was called, but basically it melts on contact. It's fire rounds. Yeah.
I take a step back.
It's the best way
fine.
for us to fight vampires
Yeah,
with weapons.
it burns vampires down. This one I call this the Detroit because it's the street sweeper. It's an automatic shotgun.
Can't even use it.
It has quite a kick, and this is something that I created, but it was passed down to me from Anarch to Anarch to Anarch. It's called flechette rounds. He opens up the shell, and there's like little fishing hooks inside of it. Now, this will cut into a vampire like nobody's business. Makes him like gray cheese. And you just unload on him. Now, these are my special rounds, and I'm only giving you 4 shots. And he opens it up, and he pulls out small little hooks, and they're made of silver.
Yeah, for werewolves.
Yes. These will shred a werewolf in 2. And then for somebody who's a little bit more direct, he goes like, ugh, and he pulls out
A bazooka?
no, he pulls out a rope, like a piece of like robar, like the like industrial grade like handle, and like an axe head that's been like
I look at Deck.
it's like it's just like this huge piece of metal. Like you took like a robar and then added like an industrial grade axe head on it.
I smile up at Deck. You know, it's Christmas for somebody.
And he's like,
I
figure I make my peace offering to you, brother. Here you go. It's heavy. It requires strength 5 to wield. And then
I don't have strength 5.
you have active
I have
strength.
4. I have potence though.
Yeah, you have it's heavy for you. You're like, oh
Yeah.
god.
Ooh.
Some training. Young
Yeah.
Padawan.
And then he's like, and he goes over to Valen. He's like, he gives you.
I look at him, my big doughy eyes, just like.
He gives you a watch, like a sort of like. I have it here. Where did I put it at? He hands you something like this,
Okay.
Oh, pocket watch.
like a pocket watch. He gives it to you, and he's like, "If something really bad happens to you, Valen, I want you to open up the watch and turn it back 3 times. And that's it."
Okay.
It's a giant UV bomb.
It's Harry Potter.
It just ashes all vampires.
And then he goes up to you and he's like,
My axe skin bone, sorry.
I mean, I took the liberty of ordering a car for you, Cooper. But it's an armored vehicle.
Thank you.
It's not. I got something a little bit high class for you. It's a Lexus. It's armored vehicles. It has government plates on it. It's strictly off the books.
Thank you. I appreciate it.
So, transparency. You are worthy of the Sabbat now. This is what happens when brothers and sisters come together. We help each other. And if it doesn't look like it, you have a friend in me.
Thank you.
Capiche? You cool?
Will you let us know how Pride reacts when you tell him?
I'll tell him.
Okay.
But we're gonna have to take that drive pretty soon. Probably tomorrow night.
Drive to do what?
To that mission, San Miguel and Paso
Oh,
Robles.
yeah. Sorry.
Yeah. Which,
All right,
if
just
you
let us
are a
know when.
patron, you can check it out at patreon.com/outofordershow.
I upgraded mine to $10 because I want to see what the fuck these two are doing.
So, Deck, cool, Valen, you're my sweetheart. Cooper, keep these knuckleheads in check. I wish I had a ductus like you.
Understood. Thank you.
Aw.
By the way, who
so
is you?
Sweet.
Does the 7 have a ductus?
Yeah, it's pride,
Okay, that's what I thought. Who's the priest?
lust,
I was gonna say
Envy.
lust.
I thought it was gonna be envy.
envy,
Oh,
envy, lust. They fight over it sometimes.
I feel like lust. is more deserving.
time. I want to do it this
So
time.
I wanna be the
lust,
high priest.
lust is like, if I had to do it, lust is like the 7-Eleven of the Sabbat. She's just open to everything, all interpretations. She just loves it. Envy is like the Illuminati of the Sabbat. She knows shit and understands shit that not all the Sabbat knows. Like some ancient, dark, dank ritual shit. Like the dankest of rituals. Like one time we went to St. Louis and I was swimming in the void of the earth. And the life stream of the earth.
That's interesting.
And my mind was expanded beyond the normal means of time and space.
Yeah, that'll
Are you sure you
happen.
didn't drink somebody who had acid on their blood?
Oh, no. I've been on an acid trip before. Trust me. This was like I sank into the earth. I dissolved. I turned into some force. And I literally was surfing the cosmos.
I want some of that.
No, you don't. Trust me.
You got an axe.
You got an axe.
I got an axe.
All right. He goes up back to the car. I'm going to get in trouble for this. I'm going to get in so much trouble for this.
You're always saying that. You're gonna be fine, sweetie.
Just
remember to do what the kids do. Put a magazine in the back of your pants so the spanking doesn't hurt as much.
oh.
I look at Dick like, you've changed, man.
I'll keep that in mind, but
I just think ahead.
the silver or the, Pride's katana is very sharp. But maybe I won't. Just take care. He gets in a car and drives off.
Kind of watch him as he goes. I also look around to see if any mortals saw us, like,
Crackheads, homeless people, they don't mind. They don't care. They're nobodies.
they've seen it
Nobody
all.
trusts
They'll-
crackheads.
Anyone that like freaks out, dominate, forgetful minds,
Yeah,
whatever.
nobody cares.
Easy enough.
Literally
Okay.
nobody cares.
It's
Also-
just a walking statue, whatever.
So Para,
Cosplay.
there's no cameras in the basement, right?
Mm-mm.
Okay, so realistically, we should be having all our super secret stab this about in the back plans in the basement.
Okay.
In my bedroom.
So let's all meet down in the basement.
Okay.
Okay. That's
All
where
right.
we're planning. That's where we need to keep all this shit, anyways. We can't keep this out of the club.
Well, I was thinking we could start one of the other buildings also.
For convenience, it's usually better just to be in here in the
So-
basement.
So that went better than I thought it was going to.
Well, especially the fact that he's only going to tell Pride about Old Man McGee.
And he doesn't know that Wyatt is making us work for him. He just thinks Wyatt was trying to scare us.
Yes, and we also told him that Wyatt doesn't think very highly of us. We have his number. We should tell Wyatt not to meet us here anymore.
Didn't
That
Wyatt
is a
say he
good
was going to watch us?
Yes.
He was already
Yes.
watching us?
Well, to be fair, though, we had a discussion that resulted in us saying we're going to work for Wyatt, so he has no reason to be upset with us.
If anything, he would know that we're just trying to go along with his plan of subterfuge. Him coming here invites Wrath's attention, and we should tell him that.
This is bad.
Although he
man.
was surprised by Deck being here. So clearly, whatever method of spying on us he has is not that effective.
Hmm.
Maybe we should change everything to closed circuit.
That I agree with. We need to take those cameras off any sort of network that can be
I
hacked.
think he knows who I am.
I
But he didn't know you were here, is the point.
Now he does.
But
taking the
he didn't,
camera
which
off
means-
closed circuit means that Wrath can't come to our rescue when more shit like that shows up as well.
What do you mean come to our rescue? Is he going to show up 20 minutes after we've been murdered? Like, he's a nice person, but he's not going to be able to save us in terms of something bad.
Well, I don't know how to fix computers anyways, so you do it.
I have computers one.
Right.
It can't be that hard to disconnect it from the internet.
You unplug the Ethernet cable, but then there's no Wi-Fi anymore for the club.
Well, I mean, like, so it's being uploaded to some sort of network in the cloud, I'm assuming.
Yeah. There's a receiver that's connected to the modem that acts as its own isolated.
Oh my god, I'll just dominate some guy from Best Buy to do it for me.
Okay. Easy peasy.
You screwed something up. Fix it. Dominate.
Dominate.
Okay, so we're gonna take the cameras. So let's make a little checklist of things we need to do
Okay.
before the session ends.
Closed circuit.
Closed circuit. We're gonna take
Betray
those
the
off. The circuit.
Sabbat. To betray the Sabbat. Sorry.
Yeah, but okay. So here's the plan. To the Sabbat, we have to appear completely loyal, which means Valen, you really need to not stand up for Dustin like that. It's really suspicious.
I take offense to that.
What does that mean? Why?
She drank
I'm not
blood.
saying he's a bad person. You just have to act like he is, so the Sabbat won't kill us, right, Dustin?
I say we put our lot in the Sabbat. I mean, Raz seemed like he was pretty cool with it. I'm pretty sure if we let Pride know about the deal, no, he's gonna be pissed. If we made a
I
deal,
think we
made a deal with the Tremere, oh yeah, he's gonna be pissed. Maybe we
We
could go
made
to
the-
Envy. We could go to Envy. Maybe Lust. Maybe Lust will understand.
We're not telling any of them about the deal.
Okay. But why? We're not betraying the Sabbat. The Sabbat is our only way out.
I think the Sabbat is using us.
They did, look.
They're lying to us about their. They lied to us blatantly about their strength.
Because it's like your soldiers, right? You're not you don't need to know the whole truth.
But we're not soldiers.
Yes,
That's
you
the
are.
only-
Wouldn't you like to know what
Supposedly.
you're risking your life for?
For the will of Cain.
I haven't seen any will of Cain. I haven't seen any priests. I haven't been given any religious knowledge, Dustin, and neither have you.
I paid attention. I paid attention to some of it.
That is no different than worshiping God when we were mortals.
I don't know.
Cain could be real, but he's
Cain
not
could
here.
be real.
We have to think for ourselves.
This isn't
And we
helping
have-
this isn't helping our current
Yeah,
situation.
okay. I just know when you go down a road like this, it usually I overheard what Ras said, right? If you abandon the Sabbat, then you have people like Raph waiting there to put you in the ground.
So that means if we ever have to openly abandon the Sabbat, we need a plan, which is why we need to be constantly building up our strength.
God,
And I would really prefer not to openly abandon them.
I think that we should go to Deck's Gangrel Club and begin
I'll do
seeing
that.
if they want to. All
Let us know
right.
if you need backup. We need more people on our side. There's
you can
four
catch
of
that
us.
exclusive Patreon episode in the coming weeks at patreon.com/outofordershow.
Well, then we
It's
finish
like
building
I
the club.
planned it that way.
Liar.
So we need to continue building up the club. It looks like we're getting close-ish to being open.
I mean, we have the girls, we have everything designed. Now it's just a matter of getting the liquor license and getting the booze in here and doing a grand opening night.
I mean, can I just rush that? Like, I have contacts in City Hall.
Yeah,
I
you
can
can
probably
rush
get the
it.
liquor license. Yeah,
Okay, so let's open up next week then. Advertise.
that's a good point. Yeah.
And then I'll get the boys to watch and make sure nothing crazy goes down.
And hopefully Deck has success with his friends and we can have additional security on standby as well. Not to mention the husbands of some of the girls have volunteered themselves just in case things get ugly. I'm sure we could rotate one or two of them in.
We
Going to need
might want to
bouncing
hire.
licenses.
We can hire a couple bouncers. Although I prefer any sort of high level security know what we are and be ghouls or vampires themselves.
If I can actually get them over here, we can use them as the bouncers.
That's
I
a
would
good
prefer
idea.
that.
Oh, Dustin, you can free your former gang, feed them, and then I want you to ghoul them. And then just to make sure we have control over them. Understood?
He's just
Hello?
Derek, you there?
What?
Oh, did you hear what he said?
Par?
No, he's talking to you.
No, I know he's talking to you.
No, he's
No,
talking to
sorry,
you,
I was
Dustin.
texting Dustin.
Yeah. It's,
I figure I might as well just
oh,
have
okay.
Dustin
Yeah,
do
yeah,
it
yeah.
then.
He's like, oh, okay. Yeah. I mean, fuck it.
All
At
right.
this point.
And we have access to weapons for them.
He's just like, oh god. He's just like, this is such a bad idea.
We're doing high risk, high reward. If this fails, we're all dead. If it succeeds,
We are the new kings in town. Not
I
to
mean,
mention,
effectively, we'd just be independents.
That dude
So-
literally could have killed us with his mind bullets.
So we have to play loyal. We have to do what he says, which means we need to figure out when we're going to head over to action in faith.
And
so far we're not exactly playing. So far we are doing exactly what he says.
Well, we don't really have an alternative.
all right. Well, I'm in it. I'm in it
Crap
now.
in a cup and call it a brownie.
We literally crapped in a cup of our blood. Oh. All right. He just gets up and kind of just starts examining weapons and starts putting them in, like, just making sure they're in good condition. He's been around a handgun or two in his life. So as it pans out, the club, you know, all of you are in your own mind mindscape. You see a silhouette of appears to be Envy, kind of like doing her really gross like I'd fuck me, you'd fuck me, as it's standing in front of this altar, and you just hear like crunching noise, and like you hear like bone and sinew just being devoured, as you see Gluttony emerge, and you see that there's all this cattle, and there's just been this whole Borbidary has been just consumed, and Gluttony is just like just acting crazy. And then you see another side. You see Pride kind of meditating, but you see like this shadow looming over him as he's kind of concentrating on like the shadow, but not really seeing the picture. He's just kind of like enveloped in the shadow, but he can't see it. So that's kind of like a foreshadowing. And then you see Wyatt as he's standing there talking to somebody that looks very distinguished. You don't know. And then he pans over at the audience, much like in House of Cards, and he's like, "What? Did you think it was about them?" And then fades to black.
Come on.
We are getting fucked by literally everybody.
I mean, we literally just made the
fucking
decision.
back.
I mean, we just made the decision that it's literally all four of us against the world.
I am totally okay with that, though, because it seems like the rest of the world is totally trying to fuck us.
And if you want to hear more about their reactions, we are going to do a post show at the $5 tier. You can hear exactly their reactions.
I got shit to say.
We'll be posting this throughout the weekend. So thank you guys for being here. It's been a very long session. I love long roleplay sessions.
Me too.
Thank you to Laura. Thank you to Derek. Thank you to Evan. Some last minute shout outs. Like I said, go to patreon.com or Patreon Out of Order Show, where you could check out the previous one-on-ones, the behind the scenes storyteller sections, as well as future content that's going to be posting within the few weeks. Next week we are going to be taking a break. Laura will be at E3. I might make an appearance at E3. I'm not sure yet, but either way, that entire week is going to be kind of taken off. So what I'll do is I'll do a special live storyteller section, basically kind of going over more stuff that's been happening. Probably do a like a freebie for a lot of people who've been showing up to the broadcast. Thank you guys so much for your patronage, your viewership, all that stuff. Follow me at ContinuePara. You can follow Laura at LateNightRivithead. You can follow Derek at FigglyNuts, and Evan doesn't do social media. So either way, I had a blast. Take care, guys. Have a good one. Bye.
Bye.
Bye, guys.